As Barry pulls Molly down closer to Luna, we see the dome of what we believe to be the Immortal Syndicate base where Dr. Aquarius is held. Barry, what do you do?
All right, so we're flying by eyes here since we don't want to put off any pings. So I've got my blaster or my blast window open, and we're going old school here. We're going nice and slow. Impulse thrusters at the bare minimum. We're trying to get into about 100-meter range. That's what Code told me we needed. So we're gonna skim this. We're gonna just give it a little kiss on the dark side of the moon.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna try to do one of these where we can get the airlock facing down. So I'm gonna kind of go and turn us and kind of drift a bit on our side. Zero G, don't matter what direction we are. Space has no direction. That way he can just open it and give a nice little push, and the drone will be right where it needs to go.
Alrighty. Make a helm roll, please.
All right.
This is a desperate roll.
Yeah, I bet it is. Okay, I'm just thinking here for a second, but would you consider this a keen-eyed situation, maybe a trick shot, perhaps?
No.
Okay. All right. I would have considered it, but I understand. All right.
Dude, that was like a fucking Dikembe Mutombo, like,
All right, what's our effect here?
Limited.
Yeah. All right. Everyone be real quiet. Not that they can hear you in space. I think that's kind of the... Anyway, we're pulling in. Get ready, Code. We gotta do this quick.
All right.
That is something that I might do what we were hoping to do, which is roll to resist that consequence, because, oh god.
Yeah.
ouchies.
This could be very bad, because
it could
1,
be
2, and a 1 on those rolls.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a prowess roll.
Okay. Now, thankfully, I have something called Ace Pilot. This does apply, because when you roll to resist the consequences of piloting, get a die.
Yep. That definitely matters.
Yes, it does. All right. Okay. 4.
Okay. You're going to...
I'll take 2 stress.
The highest die result. Yes, so 2 stress.
Taken.
All right. So, you're going to take a little extra stress to do this, Barry. It doesn't go well at first. Why don't you explain what happens as you try to bring the ship in closer?
Yeah, so I don't like running at no power normally. I ride for speed, not for quietness. And sweat's dripping down my face as I start to turn the ship, and I hear just the slight reverberation of a nick on a crater that I wasn't able to see quite right on maybe one of the fuselages or something of Molly, and have to real quietly turn it back a little bit before going back at the right angle. And I think no one heard that.
The rest of you probably felt it, though, as the ship jostles you a little bit in your seats.
We're good.
Outside the ship, there's little bits of debris kind of like floating up and then coming back down slowly to the surface.
All right, get ready, Code.
Okay. Are we launching the drone now, or we have already done that?
We have not done that. That is on
Okay.
you. You're holding it. I see that. We need you to
All
open
right.
that airlock. You want 100 meters? I'll give you a countdown when we're in rain. All right. 3, 2, 1. Get it out of here.
Okay.
All right, I'll slap it to open the latch and put the drone on standby mode so it can go out.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a roll as well here, Code. Let's see. I believe this will be a skulk roll.
Position.
This is a desperate roll.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I take it back. This is a risky roll
Oh.
because of the fact that you resisted the first set of consequences.
Let's say, do I have to use camouflage?
I paid for
early?
this.
Lord. Okay. Effect.
Standard.
I'm not gonna use camouflage now. 4.
Okay. You set the drone out, and there's a moment where it makes some slight contact with the ground and starts to spin a little bit. And as it does so, there's like a cloud of dust that's like makes its way up and just kind of starts to float back down with the minimal gravity. But it does create like a little bit of dust, and you can see some of the light reflecting off of the dust from the dome. And at this point, there is an active ping that starts to emanate from the dome. There is a equivalent of a scanner ping that starts to make its way out of the dome as the drone is launched. What do you do?
I cut all sub power and just let us drift.
Was it a ping because of the drone or the ship?
You are not aware.
But yeah,
Okay,
I just
I'm
do
going.
a big red button that I said never to press to code is what I hit and cut all power just to let us drift for a second. Radio silent. Everyone quiet.
I'm going to put the drone in its camouflage mode until the danger subsides.
Okay. We're gonna give that thing a battery. How's that? Let's add a clock.
Well, it had biosubstance before it left out. We made a whole
It
big
had that
deal about
good
it.
shit.
Yeah, it had that good. So it's definitely better than what it was in the hospital.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the drone a battery, and we're gonna use a clock to give this a battery. How's that sound? I feel like
Sounds
then
great.
we have some kind of gauge for
Right.
what you're working with. Okay. So
It is
I
OP.
think since you gave this the Eden juice, we're going to. I mean, the gifts that will be created today.
Yeah.
We're going to say that this is 8 segments.
Ooh. Yeah, that drone's feeling good.
And we'll periodically lower those segments as things happen. All right.
I assume you're keeping up with it. You want me to keep up with it?
I'm going to tell you when to drain segments from that thing.
Okay, where should I put? Oh, under clock. Sorry,
Yeah,
1
under clock.
second. Add. We're gonna call it Eden Juice. Oh, you did the
Extend
segments from me.
one.
I couldn't figure out how to do the segments. Oh, modify. Maybe that's it. No. Wait. Nope, that's not it. Modify is
You
just
click on size and then progress.
Oh, I'm dumb. All right, there we go.
All right. So, as
You want me
you...
to fill it up now, or are we gonna fill it up as it drains?
No, just put it at 8 for right now, and we'll go down.
Okay. Got it.
So, the drone is sent out. You put it in camouflage mode. Barry, what are you doing about the ping? You've turned the ship's power off?
Yep, just went completely dark.
Okay. I think I'm going to
Getting ready to reboot everything and jam it forward if I need to, but
Sure,
for
sure.
now. Yeah.
For sure.
Need me to roll
Need
anything?
a roll. Need
Yeah.
a...
That'd be a rig, maybe? Rigger helm.
This is a skulk roll.
Skulk?
Yep. Being stealthy.
All right. It's a disadvantage roll. What's our position?
Could I help?
No, I'll help.
Okay.
I'll
¿Por
help.
qué no los dos?
I'm going to look at Barry and I'm going to say, "You pushed the button without me? How dare you?" And I'm just going to go over there and try to fiddle with the button as my help.
Okay. Very well. Then you
Position?
can spend 1 stress there, Code, and you get a bonus die here,
Ouch.
Barry. The position
you.
is this is risky.
Okay. Effect.
Standard.
Would you consider this a speed-related roll? It is slow, but that is a type of speed.
God.
I gotta try, man!
Bring out the tie.
Such a good argument. You got to give him a pity just for that.
Love that you think that.
Slow
that
is the speed.
Zeke tie and gif is just running through my head.
It's for potency. It's potency on speed-related rolls as the description. That's why I wasn't.
Your Honor, my client did in fact get in shape. Round is a shape.
Yeah. And not for the reason that you were begging for.
Fuck. Maybe. Okay. All right. 1. Here we go. 3. What would a devil's bargain in this case be?
Devil's Bargain would make this a desperate roll.
Yep.
And oh boy. Going to
just wanna know
say
how-
that no matter what, something has shown up for them.
Yep.
So if you take the Devil's Bargain, you know that they have picked something up. The severity of what they have picked up or what they have picked up is not necessarily the entirety of the ship.
Got it. That's
But
yeah.
there
Okay.
is
So
some
okay.
anomaly was picked up.
Whereas in this position we're in right now, I don't know the consequence yet, but it's a pot. There's still a chance that we haven't been seen. It's just something else might go wrong.
Yes.
But the re-roll is guaranteed they figured something. Okay.
Are you allowed to help with desperate rolls? I mean, devil's bargains or no?
I mean, it'd be the same roll, so like the one you gave me would already be there.
So no one else can like be like, "I want to help."
Not on the second. I think it's just a re-roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's just a re-roll, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna take it. No.
It's
You're
yours.
not gonna take it.
No.
Okay.
Why do you have to say it like that, Whack?
Because he has to.
He'd say it that way in either direction.
It's risky, not desperate. So it's definitely.
Yeah. I did mention Barry's ready to like turn everything back on and go the opposite of Skulk if he deems it necessary. So he's ready, but
Okay.
let's see what happens.
All right. You're still in power down mode. You've got basically nothing running on the ship right now.
Yep.
How
shields.
high were you? Above the-
He wanted us to be about 100 meters, so that's how high. Maybe we've drifted maybe a little bit, so potentially a little higher, but not much more.
Okay. Gravity, as small as it is there, will slowly start to pull the ship in. You can see that you are getting closer. It's not like plummeting, but you can see that you're getting closer. It's like a slow incline, starting to head down.
Okay.
You don't see any abundant changes. You don't have any scanners on. You don't have anything on right now.
Yep. Code?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is going we're getting pulled in by gravity here. And like internal comms just
we're getting pulled in by gravity. If you want to get out and walk to a dome and do infiltration physically, now's your chance, because I'm going to have to power us back on and maybe run distraction before we literally hit the moon. And, yeah, that'll be detectable. Like, very detectable.
Okay.
TikTok.
Let me go talk to, Alora. I run back towards her.
TikTok.
I am-
Do not have much time. Maybe a minute. Maybe. Hurry it.
I am in the mess hall holding Pussy Galore.
I'll just walk up to you. Eden? You around?
Yeah?
I'm just going to say, we haven't had much time together. Thank you for letting my drone suck on you. And, Alora, I've enjoyed our time being bonded, but I'm going to have to get off this ship and do what I promised to do, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm going to come back. But if you see my pieces, please consume me.
You know I will. Do you want to take Pussy Galore with you?
Infiltration, distraction with the pussy could be perfect.
We would have to talk as a team. Pussy is part of the
We
team.
don't have
Should
time.
Ask.
We don't have time.
And then I will guard Pussy while you are
So
gone.
here I go, by myself, unless someone wants to join me.
30 seconds.
I'm just gonna grab Eden's hand and say, hey, that suit's looking mighty nice on you. Did you fit it because your figure looks great?
Yeah, I adjusted it recently.
As she gets the compliment, I'm gonna hit the door and pull her with me.
Bye, Aiden.
You can resist the consequences of that.
Stress, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't
roll
know
opposing
if you should.
scraps.
Do not worry. I will consume you, Eden, if something happens. You can do
Please
the same
don't.
with me. I saw the airlock. Did we have people leave? Who's leaving? Who's here with me?
You see two figures begin to like float down to the surface, Barry.
Sir,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Code and Eden both.
Okay,
are
okay, all right.
out.
Fuck. We're gonna have to go back. Shit. I'm looking. How close are we? Whack. To
Probably
impact.
50 meters to the ground. And
half-
I'd say,
Yeah.
you know, you had a pretty slow speed, you know, with the thrusters as you were kind of trying to do this stealthily. So I imagine, I don't know how close you are. I mean, you were keeping kind of like reasonably close to the drone, and I imagine that you're probably faster than them in the drone. So you're ahead of
Yeah.
them now.
Yeah.
And
Um,
heading towards the dome.
We're heading toward the. Okay.
And you're
yeah.
about 50 meters or so from the ground.
Got it. Once we get to about 25 meters, or maybe like now actually, because once we get to about 25, I want to get impulse on and just rotate us slightly and then see if I can turn us away from the dome.
Okay. Code -1 power from your drone.
So just so you're aware, I just looked it up. The moon is 1/6 Earth's gravity, so you can fall from 6 times higher and still be okay.
Yeah.
Compared to the moon.
The ship will probably be fine. There's just going to be a huge dust cloud that shoots.
Yeah,
up.
it's gonna.
Yeah, I'm talking about them.
Oh yeah.
Like they're in
Oh,
orbit.
we were only
against-
100 meters up. They're fine.
Shit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So, the initial. How long has this been?
How long has it been since you left the ship?
Yeah, no, since I turned the camouflage on.
Oh, maybe a few minutes.
Okay. By this time, I would think if it was like, oh my god, what was that ping? 3 minutes ago, that's a long time for someone to be looking for something, I would feel. So the drone is not super detectable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, once Eden and I land, I'm going to take the drone out of camouflage mode.
Okay.
And sit and get ready to instruct Eden on a plan.
Okay.
You know I'm like the least sneaky person ever.
It's fine. You're collateral. Come with me.
Fine! I swear.
All right. Okay. So,
Make sure you're buckled in. You and PG. Doc. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what we need to do? We gotta get thrusters back on ever so slightly.
do I see? Is the ping still happening? Like, is it a constant like radar ping? Basically.
You don't have any scanners on.
True. Oh yeah, I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure if it's something we heard, or
Yeah,
it was
there was probably like a I imagine there's some kind of really basic type warning or something. There's a light that turned on your console.
Okay.
All right, this could get real spicy here. Just saying, because if they do detect us with, power on, that's bad. But if we slam into the moon and make a big dust cloud, that will be even more noticeable. So, I was hoping we could just land quietly and easy, but that ain't gonna happen. Any ideas before we take the drastic measure of being detected, maybe?
Nope. Good luck.
Any words of wisdom, Pace?
Okay. So I'm sorry, just real quick. So we, did a little skim of the moon. We dropped those two guys off, and now we had to turn the engines back on and fly out.
We haven't
And
done
now-
that yet,
Hasn't
but
done
that's
it
what
yet.
we'll need to do.
Right. We're gonna be detected as soon as we do that.
Very
and we
likely.
have to do that. There's no option.
Otherwise, we'll hit the moon, not damage the ship, but make a giant dust cloud, which will be detectable as well. Rock in a hard place. Moon in a dust cloud.
I'm wondering if there's any way. Okay, because this is what I'm picturing the moon like. Moon like this, right? We're going like this. Damn it! Hold on, let me just turn off my face. All right, the moon like this. We're going like this. Is there a way to propel us? Rather than propel us against the moon, propel us like at a tangent. So we
Yes,
go
if we turn on the
this
impulse
way.
engines.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta-
I know, but the that way, if we go this way, the propulsion will be blowing out, the back instead of directly onto the moon's surface. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I can use like whatever thrusters we need. I think it's just more. We don't want to hit the moon and cause a dust cloud. That's it.
Right.
So,
So,
it'll still make it's more detecting it because we're
So-
heat signatures.
Okay.
I think what
Okay.
Zeke is getting at is the difference between like thrusters and actually turning the engines on. You have like basic attitude adjustment that you will be able to use
Yeah, exactly.
without turning the engines on.
Oh, gotcha. Well, if I could do that, yeah, absolutely. I would potentially be trying to do something like that. Yeah.
the Molly is a heavy ship. Using those attitude adjusters is going to, and this is something you know, which is why I'm not going to make you do a roll or anything for it.
Yeah.
But it throws out basically a lot of oxygen. It's just shooting out oxygen to do this kind of thing.
Right. So there's no way around being like detected with a dust cloud. Okay.
Not
Or
really.
either a dust cloud or a
bigger impact dust
Another-
cloud.
Another thing that I won't make you do a roll for. Sorry, Stella. Another thing I won't make you do a roll for is to know that the dust cloud might not be detected. That's more of a visual thing than like a scanner ping.
Yeah.
Well, sir,
What was that,
we
Doc?
could use the Molly's attitude adjustments rather than fire up the entire engines and
Yeah,
hope
that's fair.
that the trajectory.
Yeah,
of
maybe they'll think
impact-
it's a small like asteroid or something. That's a good point. Okay.
What was that, Doc?
What if we shoot the grappling hook at the moon and it will dislodge some debris and the rocks will go flying into the space? It might look like an asteroid hit the moon.
And we would hide in the dust cloud. Is that what you're saying?
I could see that working if we could do it simultaneous. Let's see. Yeah.
Getting to the grappling hooks or the guns. Is that from the helm? You have to go from the helm and down it.
So you can control the guns
Thought I
from
could.
the helm.
From the
but
helm, I thought so, okay.
It's not as precise as somebody getting in the turret.
Gotcha.
Well, I would head down there and do it myself. I actually put my last level up. I put another point in helm so I can do this.
All right. You know what? Let's time this. That's a great idea, Doc. Thank you.
Okay, get down there now.
On my way,
Pace,
sir.
I'm going to attitude adjustment, and then what we'll have is you fire that roughly at the same time, a little bit ahead of that, so it looks like there's a hit, and it might mask the thruster itself. All right. Okay.
I shall endeavor to calculate the correct trajectory.
I can also. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Let's fucking do
As
this.
Peace is running by me, you see that I'm holding a med kit in one arm and Pussy Galore in the other one. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
I'm going. I don't say this, but I'm going to assume that she's doing something helpful. I hope.
I'm
I
sitting
just
down,
Move on by.
holding my med kit and the cat.
All right.
All right.
I'm here, sir. And I'm
Very good.
doing little like calculations on the monitor, like moving the grappling arm. See, here we went right there. All right. All
Okay.
set.
So the plan here is I'm gonna get that adjusted so we drift even slower. I want to try to get us into a perfect land because I want to be able to have a spot where we can pick them up. I don't know if we want both of them going in. I think we might need to all join them. Maybe distractions or something. Yeah?
Yes, sir. I retract. So the grappling hook is probably like 3. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4 prongs that go out. I'm retracting them into like a fist, so it hits as spherically as possible.
Outside,
All
you
right.
can see like the claw closing.
All right, are you
Here we
ready?
go.
It's a big. Just to give you an idea, it's got like a circular. You know, like those junkyard magnets that they use to pick up cars. It kind of looks
Yeah.
like one of those in the middle, and then it's got the claws on the side.
Yep. That's what I figured. All right. Helm roll.
Yep.
Okay. Position. Come on, dude.
This is a desperate one.
I was
I
gonna
run
say.
over with a cloth and
I was reaching for my tie. This
I
seems
help?
desperate.
I love that Zeke is dying for more desperate ones because he wants.
I mean,
more
I just
XP.
leveled up my prowess because of that. So like, I agree. I understand.
Okay.
Oh God.
Can you help me, Stel? I mean, Jesus, I'm gonna go through everybody. I'm sorry. Vertigo, can you help me?
Yes, I run up with a cloth and I ooh eat, ooh eat, ooh eat. Good luck. And I
Queen's monitor.
turn to peace. Ooh eat, ooh eat, ooh eat. Huh? Yeah.
Do I get an extra dice for that? Whack.
Sure, why not?
You bet. All right, what's my effect?
Standard.
Okay. 1 bonus dice. And the only time you'll ever hear this out of me, I came in like a wrecking ball. 6! That extra dice, you nailed it.
You see there's just like a slight jostle from the ship. There's no sound, and the grappling hook. You see the metal line connected to it just like wiggle as it launches out, and then all the dust starts to shoot up like from the moon. Barry, it's starting to like, you know, shoot up in front of the ship and everything too.
Right.
Got it, sir. That looked down right there. Okay, all right,
you doing?
all right.
All right, so I am hitting vertical thruster or vertical adjuster to kind of get us back up a little bit.
Okay.
And then hitting in reverse, so hitting right off of the front so that we slow down a bit. So I'm kind of like trying to pull up a little and slow down so we can gently plop.
Okay. You feel like the thrusters kind of push the oxygen outwards from the ship, and you have probably a small display there that's just showing you like your life support like starting to like decrease as you use the attitude adjustment, meant to be used for slight adjustments of the ship. As you try to slow the ship down with the attitude adjustment and right it, stopping Molly, which is quite a heavy ship, is just like draining, like you start to see it like decrease, and you start to see more dust start to kick up all around you.
Thank you. Yeah, I ain't going below 50.
You need a helm roll.
the only one left to pilot this ship. Yeah, we don't want that. Sorry.
Helm roll.
Position.
This has gone down to risky.
Okay. Effect.
Very good tactic. We're gonna say that this is great.
All right. Okay. Any bonus? We got some cover from somebody. Rolling fantastic.
Not fantastic. They rolled well. Crit would be fantastic.
My bad.
Say no.
Okay. All right. A 5.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Barry, the ship lands. It's a bit of a thump as everybody hits the ground kind of a little bit harder than you're expecting. And more dust is kind of like kicked up. Barry, give me another roll, please.
Okay.
Just a regular old fortune roll for me.
Alrighty. Any? How many dice? Because it starts at 0, so
1.
1. All right. 5.
You swear you saw something leaving the dome. But you can't see it based on the way that you have landed the ship.
I think I saw something leave the dome. Shit, I hope Code and Aiden are in range. Code, Aiden. Just give me a ping, connect, don't respond. Yes. Oh. Shit. Quiet. I saw something leave the dome. Keep your eyes peeled. We've landed. We're gonna follow you after you get in. Out.
Code and Eden, you are making your way across the lunar surface. The gravity here is pretty pleasing to you, Code. It is pretty easy for you to get around. You're finding yourself having no real issue. Eden, you're having to, bounce a little bit, that moonwalk kind of hop, and you see Code is making stride much easier along the surface.
I'm gonna turn around and, since I kind of forgot about her, not in a bad way, just kind of like was in stride, and look back and hold my hand back and try to pull her along with me and pull her close and say, all right, guess we should discuss something. I have side plans. You're not gonna like it, but I had to come up with it in a very fast time. I care about your safety, but you're also, well, a prized possession for everyone. If we get into trouble, I will present you. They won't harm us because you're obviously, well, important. Now, don't take this as me using you. This is a last-ditch effort if something goes wrong. The reason why I brought you along is because I have faith in your abilities to be able to handle hand-to-hand combat, and/or cause a scene if need be, to where I can slip away and cause as much breakage to their system as possible. You understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Because I didn't want you to think that I was being rash. It's pretty logical. Actually, I'm pretty impressed myself. Anyway, the drone is in position to be able to infiltrate. We are... It's scary that something came out. I don't know. I can probably put cams on to see, but I would have to undock my rig and look and see what actually is there. I don't think it's really important out in the open.
No. Is there a way that you can conserve the battery on that thing, though?
Yes, I already took it out of camouflage mode, and I have it kind of tucked away.
Okay.
I need to know if you're going to be okay going in and not lose control.
I'll be okay.
If there's threatening harm done to your caretaker, and or know that unfortunately they picked up something, maybe, and if that's the case,
As you say this,
they can
Code,
use...
you can see there are two ships that are leaving a what appears to be a hangar adjacent to the dome. Small in size, they would be the equivalent of like one-person type ships, maybe fighters.
Combat ready? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely notice that. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know what the others are doing, but they're in trouble. Yes, those are combat ships. You know what I'm saying? You might have to move immediately, but I don't want to go in without them knowing. Okay, let's say if everything goes wrong, all right? And this is a trap, and they knew we were coming. What can you do once you're inside there?
Well, the same stuff that you've really seen me do so far. I mean, I can also move really, really fast, too. So, if maybe they surround us, I'll try and use that to our advantage.
Move fast. Can you pull me with you?
Maybe. It might be dangerous for you, though. I'm not sure.
Well, if they just see you, it'll be okay, because they couldn't harm you. You're important. If they wanted to harm you, they would have probably already killed your caretaker and taken whatever she had. You said there wasn't many that were successful, correct?
No.
Great. If things happen, move fast, throw me into the shadows. I can make my way.
You're-
And from there, he's just going to be eaten.
You're both in regular armor? Is that correct?
No. No, since we upgraded, we're in armor.
I'm sorry. I just mean versus your spacesuits.
Oh, yes.
Okay. There will be like limited basically there's less life support available on the armor than there would be on a spacesuit. Like the spacesuit is meant to be 0G, move around, and it has a lot more life support. This armor would have much more limited life support, so just be aware of that.
Okay. I do also have illicit drugs on me as well. Does that help?
Yeah, I have mine too.
I mean, it will
Always.
help. It will help with
Emergencies. Like,
yeah.
okay. We need to get moving.
Yeah.
You have anything you need to tell me before we go in?
Up ahead, you can see that there is the equivalent of some kind of airlock in the dome at the ground level. It has basically the glass dome kind of has like a metal ring around the bottom. Various lights and things around there. There's I think like there is a it's much smaller than you would expect. It's not like for vehicles. This seems to be person related. This is like perhaps maintenance or any sort of an emergency kind of an exit. You see that ahead of you as you're kind of bounding along, making your way towards the dome.
Do we notice any personnel at all walking around?
There is no personnel outside.
Okay.
There are, I think, you can, whichever one of you wants to make the roll, it'll be a study roll, and I can potentially give you some more information.
Hey, is that desperate?
No. This would be risky.
And the effect?
Standard.
5.
You can see that there's some other... How shall I describe this? There's other... There's like stuff that's attached to the dome that one building kind of thing you've identified as a hangar. There are some other structures that appear to be placed near the dome. They have kind of like hangar like bay doors on them.
Do you see those?
Yeah, it looks like our best way of entry.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go in. See if I can hack the system to come in. If I do really well, hopefully I can do it and not be on the radar. I would love to study their patterns.
You're going towards those ground, those kind of like bay doors that are embedded in the ground? Or are you going towards the dome itself?
The bay doors would lead inside the dome, correct?
You have no idea.
Okay. I'm just kind of looking at Eden. You've been around humans a lot longer than I have. I don't know how they construct stuff. Do you think it's safer to go this way, or should we take a direct approach?
Well, the others are going to be a little busy for a little bit, so it might buy us time if we do take a look in here.
Okay. I'm going to watch my back. I'm going to pull my rig off and kind of have the legs kind of spider out and latch into the ground and try to silently open the bay doors.
Okay. You're gonna take your hacking rig out, head over to this bay door. The size of this thing is about, we'll say it's squarish. I think that you're looking at maybe 30 feet by 30 feet.
has to slip in and then close. That way, if they see it on the radar, it looks like a glitch or something. When they check the cameras or whatever, maybe they'll be like, "Oh, that's strange." That's it. All right.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make a hack roll.
I'm also using my hacking tools as in my rig, so they get extra die with that. What is the position?
So we're going to say that the position is risky. The effect will be we'll say great. You have one bonus die.
Alright, are you ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Gambit! Gambit!
That is
Add
a
in
crit.
Gambit.
Dude.
How many gambits do we have?
5.
What the?
So, the doors open. And you get them to open just a little bit. As you're entering into your hacking rig, you realize, with a crit, that this appears to be one of the dome's defenses. It is a weapons, basically a missile launcher is housed in this bay. There is also a maintenance tunnel that leads from this bay to the dome.
Oh no. The ninjas get in. And you like choose her along. And then I
You
was
have the opportunity with a crit to disable this. Will you disable it?
Yes, only Eden.
We could use it against them. Or we could just disable it if you hate fun, I guess.
Okay, no. This is bad that you said. So, alright, I'll ask you this. Do you make that suggestion? Or no? Or you keep it to yourself?
It depends. Did you fill Eden in?
I mean, I would say so. As we're going in, I would tell you, like, this is their defenses. This is amazing. And you can see the excitement rising in Edra, and I'm just like, we can do a lot of destruction with this, a lot of boom, a lot of.
Wait.
I'm just gonna sit right here and just look at this console. These are new. These guys have been taking this from all kinds of different.
So what does it
places.
do? What does it do? What does it do?
This button launches that missile. This is a really big. This will make a lot of destruction. Can I press it?
So, if a size 10 missile is a nuke, this would be the equivalent of size 4s.
So would we be able to deduce that this would probably take the molly out too, I'm assuming?
Oh, for sure. If it hit the molly, it'd probably take 1 or 2 missiles to knock it out.
If we hit them while they're en route? Not Molly, but the other ships.
Oh, they're way smaller than Molly.
I'm gonna say this again. Code is frantic. I'm very fidgety. And I can almost not control myself.
I think this would be reckless as opposed to obsessive.
Okay, alright. Again.
I mean, it would also tip them off. If all of a sudden we miss us.
How about we disable any kind of, defenses that they have?
Okay. Alright, fine, that's less fun, but whatever.
Code
Okay.
just kind of stares at. I stare at Eden and I'm just like, and typing in something to hack the system.
What do you want to do?
I want to take out a flesh
Let me
biomechanical
rephrase.
engineer.
Let me rephrase.
Yes.
What is your goal?
Okay. I want to disable. So how is this just one central location
You
for
can
defenses, or is this
disable
everything?
this. You can disable this weapon right now if you would like to.
Can I remote control this weapon?
Yes, with more hacking.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
While
And-
I'm typing,
Yes, and you will have to leave your rig here.
Worth. No. This is too awesome. I'm obsessed already. I stop mid, and then I kind of like look towards Eden again. I'm like, but what if we do both? Huh?
What do you need?
Disable it here, but make it remote detonation. And if things go bad, I press the button. We really create some problems.
What are you looking at targeting? Those ships that are going after, or?
The dome.
You want to shoot the dome?
Blaze of glory. Oh, I suddenly remember peace. I'll give you the detonation.
What?
Picking up the crew. Alright. And we decided. Hurry. This is not gonna something we can sit here and
I don't know if we should be shooting at the dome.
this is only for measures if we need it. I'm slowly descending. Oh, gravity.
We can use it as a threat. We can use it as a threat.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, doing it.
Okay, give me the remote.
It's not programmed yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Make a hack roll.
I have to leave my rig, my baby. So all
You
I
don't
is
have to.
Wait, all I have is my hacking tools at that point. Okay.
And this will be this is not a desperate roll. You've basically powered these things down and you're setting something up. I would say this is risky still. The effect could be great.
Great.
And I'm going to say you've got you still have a bonus die.
Eden, would you like to guide my hand as I press the button?
Nope.
Okay.
That was
I'm at 6 stress, man. Not.
That is another crit.
Holy shit. All right, adding another gambit. We have 6 gambits.
This is very good for you that this is going this way. I'm just going to say I had Yep. Okay. So you have set up a remote control for this device. I think with a crit, you know that they have not detected anything wrong.
I'm just right now. I'm just kind of very evilly laughing, not manically, but I'm just like.
Thank you. And I snatched the remote.
Are you sure you don't want me to hold it back? I'm very good.
No, it's okay.
But what if they detect you and take it off your person? Then maybe I should have it.
They won't take it off my person. I'll kill them all. I mean, what?
Listen. All right. Now, okay, I'm going to have to leave this here. I don't think we report back to them what we have. We're just going to have to, in good faith, keep moving.
Okay. Oh, speaking of, if I take your detonator here, can you just hold on to my gear? And I pull out like this weird set of spy gear that I've had since one of the first missions, and I haven't used it since.
What does it look like?
Here.
Why is it leather?
I think it's inside a leather pouch. So from the outside, I guess you wouldn't really be able to tell. But on the inside, it's just all tangled wires. It's like, one
Christmas
of those
lights.
yeah, it's like Christmas slides. It's like, you know, you have like a wire cutter and everything like that. All the good tools in there that would a good spy would need. Like some sort of like listening device, but it's like all tangled up and everything like that.
I put it in my pack, and that'll put me back at my light load, because I'm leaving my baby.
Oh.
Spy gear. Okay. Be easy, my love. And then I grab Eden's hand and proceed to stealthily make our way down the hall.
Okay.
Or the maintenance.
Yeah.
hall.
So there's probably another there is another airlock that I think again with that crit you have disabled any sensors that would detect the airlock opening up. And you begin to pass through that airlock.
Are there any service vents?
Surface vents.
Service vents. Any vents at the top or anything that's like
No.
pushing through any kind of oxygen or anything like that?
Probably in the following area there
Okay.
would be, but not in here.
Alright, so the drone would be slowly going, like, it'll probably attach to my back.
Actually, no,
and,
there would
as
be.
we're rolling.
Yeah, there would be. There
Okay.
would have to be. There would have to be vents. Yeah.
Alright, I want to see my drone in the vent.
Okay. The drone starts to climb into the vent.
Definitely secretions.
Slimy, huh?
But yeah, don't want it making pitter-patter noises. Alright.
Oh, that's true.
You open up the airlock, and you start to head into the hallway. Meanwhile, the other group. Barry, the ship is down. It's landed. What are you guys doing?
Going upstairs, putting on my armor over my spacesuit. Just kind of like, it looks like I'm basically strapping plates around in fitted areas. I am walking out, or getting ready with a heavy load.
I walk into, like, it's sort of like built into the wall of the ship, but it's kind of like the Iron Man thing. I kind of like walk into it and like you know, rivets my armor to me.
There's like those self turning screws, you know, like they just, you know, like you don't even need the power drill. You just put it in place, and then as soon as the sensor goes off, it just locks into place.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Barry's doing the action movie montage. There's just lots of Velcro and clips.
Putting plates in slots. Just
Could someone help me put mine on?
oh yeah, I got you. Hold on a sec. Clip blaster to myself and clip my mechanics kit.
Sir.
All right.
Since you now are in possession of 2 blasters, may I thank you? Oh, I thought you were giving it to me. You're putting
No, I'm
your
like
arm on.
I'm like sliding like sleeves onto Doc. I got 3 blasters. You want one of them?
Perhaps it would be good just in case that I had a blaster.
Yeah, hold on. You want Big G? I haven't tested it yet. Or do you want one of mine?
I wouldn't dream of it, sir. That was a gift.
Ah, right, all right. And I go over to my bunk and just under my pillow grab my second blaster and hand it to you.
Okay. I grab it. I look.
So, I mentioned it to them. Maybe you heard it on comms. I don't know, but there's something came out of that dome, and I don't know what yet. Hopefully, they just think this was you did a good job. So I think hopefully, fingers crossed, they thought it was, you know, little asteroid impact and nothing more. Nothing more.
Do you think that I should also bring my blaster? I have never shot it before. It was given to me by Jackev.
If you don't feel confident doing that, don't do it. Take what you need. Don't take what you think you want.
I unholster my blaster and immediately start putting bread into my backpack.
Maybe the bread can stay until after the mission. Gives you a reward for when we're done.
And there's no way to eat it in an airtight suit.
That's true.
I take the bread out.
Just
make sure you
just
have
thinking,
a med kit.
Yeah, med kit. Whatever you would know, any of your drugs you need, or maybe code needs. I don't know what you take with you on missions or nothing.
Well, I can take a number of different tools. Perhaps we should make sure we have a little bit of everything. I have access
Slight
to hacking
rumbling
tools.
throughout the ship.
Oh.
Okay, we're getting buzzed over. Now, hopefully they didn't notice us. Hopefully.
Is there any way I could tell what that was? Like, did it feel like a seismic rumbling? Did it feel like a closer ship? I'd imagine they'd feel a lot different.
Make a study roll.
Okay.
Actually, just a fortune roll. Just a fortune roll, I think.
Okay. Something I did want to ask you. When I have the chip, the Kung Fu chip, that adds 1 to my scrap and -2 from my study, is that something that I can... I'm guessing is it something I turn on and off or not?
No. So this is something that you load in for the mission. Basically, you need... Assume you need, like, probably 10 minutes or so to get it set up. So you might be able to use it on a mission, but it's going to take you, like, 10 minutes to, like, boot everything back up.
Okay. Well, I took it as a part of my load. I was just wondering. So, you said a fortune roll.
Yep.
Anyway. Okay.
We're going to say you've got
a number of dice.
1 die.
Okay.
Nope.
1.
Not sure.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but we should get a move on. Do you have a plan of action, sir?
I had one plan. I'd love it vetoed if you don't like it, but basically it was to follow in after them and go a different route maybe, and see if we can find something, kind of divide and conquer. They might have a better plan and direction of where they need to go, but we might be able to be a good distraction. That's kind of all I had.
One moment. If we need distractions, then I begin to run into the closet.
All right. There she goes. Okay.
We're going into the lion's den.
Yeah, that we are.
Best to look like a lion. As we enter.
Oh yeah.
And sound like a lion. So
that one's a little harder. What's
aware.
what the hell's that?
Oh, a distraction. I have a giant canister attached to my hip. Don't worry, it will come in use later.
You know, I'm gonna worry, but I think it's for good reason, and I support this decision, whatever it is. Okay. All right.
So I know, what load is everybody sitting at for this?
I'm at heavy load.
Okay.
I'm at normal.
I'm very conspicuous.
Normal, and I've brought my detonator.
Okay.
All right. We're the heavies, so to speak. They're going in quiet. We'll start out quiet and then very, very quickly get loud, I have a feeling. My main goal, admittedly... Yeah.
Let us not forget our main objective here, and that is to procure the doctor and take her away.
Right.
So...
And maybe find my sister.
Absolutely.
And maybe get her out of there too. So
if we can get in the company of people who know these things or can provide these things, that is our primary goal. And
you
then
know what?
A distraction if needed.
We're maintenance team. We could be maintenance. We could be maintenance. I got my mechanics kit. You're a smooth talker. I'm a pretty smooth talker. And
Sir, we're obviously armored.
yeah, I mean it's the Immortal Syndicate. Of course we'd be armored. We work for them, and we're in a bad spot. Maybe they might believe it.
If it helps, this can also come of use. I slap the side of my armor, and it begins to shimmer, and it shows a very visible medic symbol on it. Eh?
We might be a security detail or something, or maintenance and security. Could do that if we get stopped.
Turn it incognito.
If we get stopped, I think we could talk our way out of it if we need to. We've got out of worse before. Rat piece?
Possibly. I'm not sure how bad it is in there, and I do not know what is going on here.
Yeah, I don't either.
So,
all right, flying by the seat of our pants, eh? Okay.
I'll follow your lead, sir.
God, and that's always done us super well. We're still alive, so I think it has. Okay. I'm gonna have Molly. Let's see. I wonder if I could rig this to power up the moment I get my biosignature on the ship. Maybe I could do that real quick. Shit. I run down to the helm, and open up a panel real quick. And I would love to attempt a rig roll so that when the ship detects my presence on it next, the engines power up.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. Sure, why not? This will be
If Barry equals true, then ship equals go.
I would imagine that it's yeehaw. And let's say this is a rig roll, and we're gonna say that this is a controlled position. The effect is limited.
Okay. All right.
As we are waiting for Barry, I look to Peace. I have not worn Barry's pants. How do I fly by them?
What the fuck?
Holy shit!
Holy shit balls.
3 crits in a row!
That's not
Feels so bad.
It's not a gambit because it's not a risky roll, but it's a goddamn crit. Holy God!
Wow. Yeah, Barry, no problem.
All right. Yeah.
Not
I just
only-
go down.
Not only will the ship turn on, but the butt warmers on the seats will also turn on.
Oh, I'm so glad that's what I get for a crit.
Listen, it was a limited effect, okay?
No, I know it's fine. I'll take it. Just Barry walks out probably a minute later from the helm. Just, we're good. I step on this ship, it powers right on, and the seat warmer does too.
Very good, sir. And in answer to your question, that was an idiom. You don't actually fly in Barry's pants.
Have you worn Barry's pants before?
I caught him once doing it. He thought I was sleeping. Yeah, no.
I'd rather not say, sir. Sir.
Oh, I'm not you. You didn't want to say, but I was happy to say it.
They did not fit.
No, they didn't.
And I
had
bought
to get
him a
those.
new pair of pants for the ones I ruined.
That is true. They
Wait,
yeah.
is Peace all cheeked up? Wait, hold on.
I have sharper edges
Oh,
than Barry does.
A literal dump truck ass.
Square.
Dumped
Just
like a
square.
truck.
Is this piece, or do you have your face on, or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I don't have my my Android. That's usually just for on board the ship.
Alrighty.
Yep.
All right. So what you doing?
All right. I think we're
all
ready to
suited
go.
up. Let's open the airlock. I wait for everybody to get there. I open up the airlock, and then close it, and then open up the door to outside.
Eyes open in case there's trouble already. We did hear something. I don't know if that was a moonquake or whatnot, because moon does indeed have seismic activity at times.
Very good, sir.
I remember reading that once.
I'm surprised you read it.
Okay, I
you
listened to
sure?
the audiobook.
There you go, sir.
Comms on as you begin to head outside the ship.
Sir,
All right. Yeah.
question as we move forward with this mission.
Yeah.
Do you find it difficult to be friends and crewmates with someone who knows if you are always lying? Always knows if
Nope.
you're lying?
Nope, it makes it easier. I just say what I want. It don't matter.
Fair enough.
I'm actively looking for ships or anything that may have caused that rumble.
You immediately see 2 small ships making what appear to be a patrol route in the area Guess who also rolled a crit? Overhead.
Okay. All right.
Right, they are patrolling right over. Hopefully the dust gives us a little bit of cover. We did do a pretty damn good job of this. Let's hold up before we
Ships
walk out.
begin to
So
stop
Where are they stopping?
overhead.
Are landing stopping or hovering?
They're hovering. They've slowed
Are these
to a
ships
stop.
big enough to have a driver, a passenger, or whatever, or are they drones?
You can make a helm roll for me, Peace. Actually, just a fortune roll. Just a fortune roll.
Okay. 1 dice.
Yeah.
6.
They most likely have a person aboard. You can see lights underneath begin to illuminate those like 10 billion candle power lights, you know, those serious ones that like
Okay.
police officers
Very
have.
quickly, with a trick shot, pulls out his blaster and just fires 2 real quick shots at their lights to make it
Okay.
seem like they've gone out and
Find
need
out
repairs.
what happens after we get back from our break.
I don't know what happened. Both our flashlights went out exactly at the same time. Probably just moon dust.
We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. If you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/100club. Go follow them in all the places. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these lovely people. Or just throw money at them, you know, because they're wonderful. Just go do that. Make sure that you're following Tablestory here on Twitch, on YouTube, and at @Tablestory on Twitter. We're also Tablestory on Hive because it's good for Twitter right now. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more 100 Club. Code, you and Eden are making your way down the hallway.
Okay. So far, so clear. Drone is up there.
Okay. You're leading the way. I'll keep my eyes peeled for anything.
Do we
I don't
need to
like
have
sneaking.
comms on still or no?
Would we on the station? Or like inside a... I guess so.
I'm just gonna keep tabs just in case we get separated, okay?
Okay, I'll keep my antenna on you.
So what do we do now? We're inside. I don't know the layout of this. And take me to a console of some sort. Maybe I can open something up for the others.
This is a maintenance tunnel, just so you know that you're looking at. There's some pipes. It's like concrete, pretty much. There's some wires and things, but it kind of looks like not overly technical here. It looks like some kind of small tunnel. It's maybe 6 feet wide.
Do we notice any sort of consoles in this area, or maybe like any doors that have signs on them or above them?
Yeah, like a map or some sort.
There is no
Layout.
doors, no maps.
No doors.
As we follow this all the way down until we come to an opening, Sky has to be somewhere inside. We're a little far out from the dome, so maybe we just have to keep going. Stick to the shadows.
Okay.
I got
There's
you.
like crude fluorescent lights, like every 10 feet or so.
Okay, fluorescent lights. We should probably leave those alone.
Should
we?
Do I see any cameras?
Make a study roll. No, a fortune roll. Sorry. No, study roll. Study roll. Sorry. Study roll. This will be controlled. Effect will be limited.
4.
I think you get the impression that there are cameras based on what you saw in the room, like that weapon, the missile launcher room, the bay, but you don't see any.
I don't like this. Some of these cameras, if they're in here, they're probably in some really sneaky spots to try to get intruders, huh?
Really? It's a maintenance area. Probably to more so look after any maintenance issues. If we stick to the walls, we should be under them, don't you think? It should be quite visible in the maintenance area.
I hope so.
Have you seen any? I
No.
haven't seen them in normal places. Let's stick to the walls. If we get to something, I mean, I can shut these lights off as we go around. It's gonna take time. Time that we don't have.
No, let's just go. They already know something's up, right?
I'll tell you what I'll do. If I can have a little bit of time. Now, I don't have my rig question, but I can still give commands to my drone, correct?
Yes, because I don't want to completely cuck your drone.
Okay. Because if not, it'll just go berserk. Alright, as we go along, what if I could send I guess I would have to do a hack roll, but send a command to where we walk alongside of it, and it sends some kind of, like a little static clip as we walk around. If there's any kind of cameras, it'll just look like a mini little zip.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be a rig roll.
Okay.
Don't forget we have gambits.
Okay. What's the position?
Risky. The effect
Okay,
will
sound
be
desperate.
standard.
I feel like we should only use gambits on desperates. Alright.
Dude, we have enough of them. Go ahead.
We have
Go crazy.
Okay. Alright, I've used 2 yet. No, I was kidding. I've used gambit. It gives me a bonus die. Is that what that does?
Yes.
Mhm.
I didn't need it. So one.
Okay.
There's a 6.
6. So you've set up basically like some kind of camera loop through the hall here.
So basically what I want to do is, I think a loop would be a little too OP. So what I would like to do is the drone will, since it knows my biosignature, it'll walk alongside us, and if there is a camera in range while we're walking, it'll send like a little out, and it'll look like a little
Static.
fritz on the, a little static first. That's not
Okay.
alarming. It's kind of like,
Alrighty.
Alright, set. Let's make our way. If you notice any doors that we can possibly slip into, I want to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't like this area.
Hey. Lead the way, I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Alright, I'm just gonna hold her hand and make my way down.
Okay.
As she looks around.
How quickly are you moving? Again,
Yes.
the gravity is still moon gravity here. It's not like
Right.
the gravity hasn't increased. You're still sort of able to bound along.
Right, that's exactly why I grabbed her hand so we can move at my speed.
Okay. Moving at a rather quick pace down this hall, you continue. Maybe 200, 300 feet down this hall, you can see eventually that there is an airlock ahead.
Finally. Looks like this is where we need to be. I'm just gonna look up and see the drone kind of going, like, spiraling its way down, and then it'll stop. And right in front of Eden, and then you can see that the sucker come out. It's like so what's oh, it likes you. And I kind of move her back behind me. It's like, come on. Alright, I want to hack this airlock.
Okay. You do not have your hacking rig. This will be...
Hacking tools.
You have hacking tools. This will basically be done via the hacking pad, like the not the hacking pad, but the pad. Here, you're going to try and use the software that's on the pad to try and hack your way through here. Okay. This will be this is a controlled position, and the effect will be standard. You have no bonus die.
Primitive. 5.
All right. What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to hack it to where it'll open. I say open regularly because that way it doesn't look suspicious.
Okay. You just want it to open.
That's it.
Got it.
Just want it open so we can go in. Yeah. Or let's just say take the lock off of it, since these are motion censored, correct?
Door opens.
Or someone. Okay. And I'll just be like, let me send my drone in first. I'm just gonna have the drone like stick to the ceiling part of it and kind of. Now, is there any kind of...
There's a small area in between the two doors where the pressure is regulated.
Okay. I'm gonna have the drone and maybe Eden can search for cams.
Okay. Which would you like to do? Want Eden? Eden
It'll
to
be
search?
a study room.
Yep.
I like Eden to look.
Okay?
The drone is too distracted by...
Let me have a look. Just keep that thing away from me, please. At least until after the mission.
There.
This is a risky position. The effect is standard.
6.
There is a camera here.
Okay. I want to... Is there any way I can hack this camera? No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. What are you trying to get the camera to do?
This camera I want to loop.
All right. Go ahead and make a hacking roll. This will be position risky. The effect will be standard.
No bonus die.
Correct. Would you like to resist the consequences of this roll, or would you like to try for a devil's gambit? The Devil's Gambit will be that if you do the Devil's Gambit and fail, there is a chance that you could overload the system and force it into a reboot, meaning that your hack of the weapons will disengage.
That's it. Okay. I do have my bullshit.
You could do a resistance roll if you want.
Okay, so the resistance roll, the Devil's Gambit is the disgusting one you just said.
Yep.
Correct. And the resistance roll is stress and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go resistance.
Okay. That will be an insight resistance roll.
Okay. No bonus die, right? Yeah.
No. Unless you've got special bullshit for it.
No, not for resistance. Actually, I don't know. Analysis says when you when you hack a system, you may ask a question about the owner and location of the system as though you have rolled a 6 or on gathering info. When you resist the consequence of a hacking roll, plus 1d.
Yes, that's one extra die. Absolutely. That's exactly what this is for.
Thank goodness. Gosh, that's what I give you a bonus. Alright. Please.
You take 1 stress to resist the consequences of this. The hack is dirty, Code. You are rushing it. It doesn't look great, but you get the job done. There's probably a few glitches in the software as you do it. You have a feeling if you try to hack this thing again, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, don't tell anyone. It's just like sticks and gum, and then I patch it through and wait for the process to go through. Alright, press the button. Ding.
The airlock pressurizes, and the other door opens. Outside, you can see a stairwell.
And I'm assuming the gravity is normal in here.
It is still not normal, correct? You're dealing with moon gravity.
Great. Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have my drone go. There's still air ducts in here? Or maintenance
Not
ducts, I
here.
should say?
Not in the
Okay.
stairwell area, no.
Alright, so I'll have it. There's a ceiling, I'm assuming. Is this like way up or is this like
It's
9
pretty.
feet in the air?
It looks like multiple flights. Yes.
Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna have it on the side of the wall and in the shadows of whatever kind of nooks it can find and follow
Okay.
along with us.
Meanwhile, the other group. Barry, you're taking a shot here.
Two little quick succession shots to try to just ping those lights out real quick.
Uh-huh.
Because them seeing this ship is going to be worse than their lights going out. Because it's a little big. It's a little big.
It's a clip right there. All right.
Heck them for getting a crit on their patrol.
This is going to be a scrap roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
can I help?
You can if you'd like.
And I'm hitting very specific things with a specific intent. The whole goal was to make this a trick shot, which I have abilities for to get an extra die for my roll.
Yeah, I don't agree with this being a trick shot. I think this is just an aim and shoot. Unless you're doing something really special with this shot, I don't agree.
Like, what would count as a trick shot? I'm wondering.
Ricochet. Bounce
Okay,
it off,
so
clip somebody
if
that's
he's
hiding
trying to
behind
hit-
cover. Also trying
trick
to
shot could be
trying to shoot
one
another
bullet.
object into another object.
Well,
What if
so
he's
what
trying
I was
to
thinking.
quiggly those lights, meaning two with one shot?
Well, and that's what I was thinking. How are they aligned? Because I would attempt that if they're aligned in a way I could do a trick shot and shoot once, hit twice.
So I don't think that they would be aligned in that way.
Okay.
They would be spaced out to try and cover as much area as possible with their lights.
Okay. How
What
high
if
up
the
are they?
shot? What if the shot itself wasn't a trick?
No! Veto! Boop!
No. I mean, like, no. I honestly want to know. Like, this is not. This is just for further.
It's really
like if he does like a little twist and he does like a double fire from the hip or something like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Is that like
I
a
think-
trick shot or?
I don't think so. I think that's just a regular
Okay.
shot. I think we need to have like some. There's got to be some cool shit you're trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to shoot the fucking the can off of that thing and make it smack into this other thing. I want a mouse
hook
trap
that's attached.
Yeah. I want a mouse
grappling
trap
hook
kind
to a
of
sledgehammer. Okay, I did. So my other question was, how high up are they?
50 meters, roughly.
Because that's okay. But they're not close to it. They're not like parallel to each other.
No, they're just at different angles. They're just trying to get as much light down there as possible from two different positions. So there's one angle that's coming kind of straight down, like parallel to the ground or perpendicular to the ground, and then there's another that's coming in on an angle.
If there's enough time, for me to see him like reach for his blaster, I would like to reach for mine and say,
I'll go left, you go right.
I had a different idea, but that's a good backup.
Who's got Big G's blaster, by the way?
Big G is on the ship.
Okay.
Oh, you left it? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Barry hasn't tested it. He
You want to
ain't
make
reckless.
a resistance roll for feelings hurt, Case?
No feelings hurt. It's Peace knows what a gift is. He could set it on fire and it would be okay because it was a gift.
I don't think that's how gifts work.
But no, I say I go left, you go right, and then after that
You're
I
not
say,
wearing the Christmas sweater. You don't love me.
And then after that, I say, I look at him and I go, I've been practicing.
Oh, well, it looks like they need more help.
Well, I have, and I like with my kung fu chip, I now have 3 pips in scrap. So
You're better than me now.
Okay, I will help Barry. So as I see what is happening, I will drop down to a knee and I'll hold my med kit up on my head, so you can use it as a stabilizing lean-to.
Barry 100% will like, oh shit, all right.
Thank you. And
Okay.
Takes a knee and takes the right one.
Absolutely. Barry, you go first, and then Peace.
All right.
You got an extra die coming from Vertigo. Vertigo, you spend 1 stress to assist.
All right. Position effect.
want to save them gambits too?
This is desperate.
This is desperate.
Yep.
Okay.
Effect will be standard.
Okay. Did we want to use a gambit? Because I could.
Yeah, do it.
So here's the fun thing.
Would we both do it?
Yeah, do it.
That would bring us down to 3. So I can spend a gambit, and even though it's a desperate, it will count as a risky if I fail. So that's the positive of me using a gambit here.
Do you not get the XP then?
No, he still does.
Oh, I still do.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
the effect, the outcome is treated as risky.
Well, hey, I will decide on if I use a gambit on my if seeing how yours goes. So go ahead.
Fair enough. All right, I'll use it. Here we go. 4-5-4-5.
Okay.
But
Barry,
it's treated as a risky, so that's better.
you shoot out the light. There's a quick spark as it goes off, and you can see like you see some like, maybe you see the ship begin to move. Peace. It is your turn.
Okay. All right, scrap.
This is
I'm guessing desperate as well.
This is desperate and standard.
Okay. Standard, yep. 1 bonus dice for my Kung Fu chip. So that's 3 dice total. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use Gambit 2. Why not?
All right. Marked it away as well. We got 3 left.
Leave it down to 3. All right, here comes. Super crit, go. 6.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
Peace, you shoot this one, no problem. Dead center of the light goes out before the ship even seems to know what's going on. The light goes out. The one that Barry shot, Barry, you can see there's some movement from that ship, and it starts to descend.
Okay. Now, I think I would like to. I'm going to try an actual trick shot here, if you agree.
Yeah.
I would love to hit one of the, like, you know how, like, a lot of time, like, little thrusters will have cabling to kind of help, like, move it? I'm not shooting the thruster out, but I want to hit one of the cables on the thruster so it malfunctions a bit, so they lose precise movement.
Okay.
They can still use it, but it kind of fucks up to make them think maybe there's a little more malfunctioning than they thought, and it's not us.
This is like when I knock one of the engines off by accident in Star Citizen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Really, it's really fun
assist.
it's really fun to land a ship like that. Let me tell you.
Yeah. So I want them to think there's more problems, and it's not just like gunfire.
Sure.
Okay, position.
Risky. The
Okay.
effect will be standard.
Okay. Do you consider that a trick shot in this situation? I'm still gonna do it either way. But...
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I would like to see trick shot used as instead of take aim and fire at a thing. I want ricochets to be used. I want like some knock the first domino down kind of things.
Yeah. Well, then what I'll do is if this succeeds, I want to follow up with like hitting the other side. So kind of a quick pop. No, you know what? If we want to be a trick shot, we're going to do a fucking trick shot. Barry is going to pull out his mechanics kit and go, Pace, give me a boost. Easy like. He's going to use his gun to propel him a bit into the air, and he's going to cut the cable.
Okay, this is definitely a trick shot.
Yeah. Same outcome. Want to be a little different.
I get down on my haunches in front of him, and then when he gets on my back, I'm gonna, pop up.
Wasn't asking you to use a stress. It was for effect, by the way.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, Barry, you definitely can't reach this thing, but you just kind of throw one of your tools.
Just. I have.
There's a spanner that gets lodged in the thruster, and you just see this ship start to spin.
That may have been a bit more than I thought, and that's all right.
Good shot.
Okay, maybe that'll make them think something's wrong that isn't us.
I suggest we vacate the premises right now, sir.
The ship starts to descend a little quickly.
Where is it descending to?
It's spinning towards the ground.
We should
Like-
run.
Like to us ship that I'm like going away from us, going toward us.
It's not heading towards you. It's sort of maybe, we'll call it 20 to 30 feet away.
Quick question.
So 10 meters, roughly.
Do I feel, with the moon's gravity being, 1/6, that I could... All right, Reckless, let's go. Could I
think I know what
do
you're
like
about to do.
a leap and then, do a Terminator 2 in the helicopter and be like, get out, and like throw the guy out and then like commandeer the fucking thing?
Oh, absolutely.
First thing first, the leap. I could make it. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, this thing is headed towards the ground. Yeah. Oh, God. What the hell am I going to make you roll for this? Do you have any idea what this would be?
Would that be a scrap because it's like fighting?
I think so.
Let me see. I mean, I would like it to be scrap.
Sure, what the hell?
Brawl, wrestle, use a melee weapon, storm a barricade, hold a position, lay down blaster fire.
Yep. Let's do it. Make a scrap roll. This is probably going to be risky. The effect will be great.
Okay. Risky. Great. +1 for my scrap or for my kung fu chip. Let's do it. 4.
You grab the ship. However, you're sort of stuck in the spin as this is happening. You can try and pull them out, or you can hop
I'm
off
going to
the ground.
try and resist the negative consequences.
Okay. Absolutely. This is a prowess, I think? Is
Prowess,
that the
yes.
category? Yes.
Yep. Now, do you automatically resist the consequences and take the stress? Or is there a fail condition?
Yeah, if you fail the roll here, you still take the consequences. And the stress.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So 1, 2, or 3 is still bad in this situation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. You take the stress, and the consequences are resisted regardless.
Okay. All right. There we go. And so I'll take 2 stress.
2
But
stress.
resist the consequences. Okay.
You roughly grab the canopy here and force it open. There is an immediate depressurization that happens. The person inside is like fucking in shock as the canopy is like pulled open, and you see like somebody like wildly flailing about looking for a blaster, and you grab them and pull them out, flinging them out. They're just kind of like floating out, and they
the
start
thing
to
is, I can
descend
fling them
towards
as
the
far
moon.
as I want because there is gravity, so he'll land eventually. So I can just fucking throw him as far away as I want. He won't float off into space, right?
Get comms.
Okay.
Turn off comms.
Okay.
You Barry
I hop
yelling
in-
at you, and
I hop in the driver's seat, and I
Canopy
look
is
for any.
damaged because you
I don't
forced
need
it
it.
open. Right?
Don't need it. So I like. Can I reach up and just
gonna need a
bash it
helm
the rest
roll.
of the way off?
Gonna need a helm roll, please.
Helm roll coming.
You gotta see if you can save this fucking ship.
Okay.
As this thing
Position.
is spinning towards the ground. This is desperate.
Okay, sounds
the
good.
effect
Perfect.
will be
I love
standard.
It.
Was this part of the plan, very human?
You know, kinda.
Oh, okay.
Do you have enough empty space to help me or not, Barry?
yeah, Barry will help you. He fires another shot, like against the spin to kind of try to push it and
I was
stabilize
thinking
it.
advice, but sure, shoot it. Go ahead.
Oh, he's just gonna shoot it.
That's Barry's
That's how
type
Barry's
of advice.
helping.
That's great.
Dude, what do you-
Why use
Yeah,
word when you can use gun?
Let's
I got you.
fuck up the other wing, you know?
Pow.
Okay, you take the stress, I'll take the dice.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. 5.
Okay. You are able to stabilize the ship. However, it is still going to hit the ground probably a little bit harder than you're anticipating. Trying to pull the ship up doesn't seem to work in time, and you skid along the dust and ground of the lunar surface. The other ship is apparently trying to figure out what's going on. You see a light on the console ahead of you, Peace. The canopy is damaged, so you can't hear shit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold on.
Sir, come here.
Yeah, I'm on my.
This ship is damaged. It's not drivable. However,
Yeah.
if you could look here and set it to autopilot into
Yeah.
the other ship.
Absolutely. I can do that. Yep. Okay.
Like, get to you, like, kind of crawl in, pull a panel out, and just start, like, fucking with wires.
Okay,
Vertigo.
make a rig roll.
This is an example of 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay.
All right. Position?
Desperate.
Yeah.
The effect will be standard.
All right. Okay, if you got any space to help, I'll take it. Otherwise, we got a twofer here.
It's just 1 to help, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll use my knowledge of helm to quicken the process.
Absolutely.
I have my fine mechanics kit. Does that give me a +1 on that?
Ooh.
That is a
yeah,
part of
definitely.
my load.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I just imagine Barry twirls his mechanical tools just like his gun. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
all right, I'm gonna need this.
Yeah. Hold it.
Hold this wire.
Got it.
Right there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you put something together as quick as you can, Barry. Peace, do you hop out?
Is that going to be the consequence of the roll that I don't hop out?
Well, I don't know.
No, of course I hop out. It's on a death mission.
Yeah. The ship starts to behave erratically. Some of the spin starts to continue, but it does, in fact, try to head towards the other ship. As it does so, you can see the other ship seems to...
I would like to do something.
Sure. What would you like to do?
As the other 2 are running towards the erratic ship, I'm standing there on the moon, opening my bag, and I pull out a jar of mayo, and I want to throw the jar of mayo at the other ship.
Okay. I think this is a scrap roll.
It's very like bed knobs and broomsticks. Like with you, it's just like whatever we need is in that bag at some point.
Go ahead and make a scrap roll, please. Vertigo.
Position.
Risky. The effect will be limited.
Tell me you shout something as you throw it. Oh.
Okay, as
Oh,
you
no.
throw the mayo, it begins
Oh,
to sort of get launched out, and it kind of, there's a blob of mayo that sort of like floats for a second, and it starts to like, some of it starts to like get all over your suit, and it just kind of flops onto the ground.
Vertigo used confuse. It wasn't very effective.
I was hoping that I would be able to obscure the windshield. I tried.
The other ship manages to react. The ship that is in autopilot that you have damaged does collide partially with that ship, but it does manage to avoid most of it. It moves upwards in space. You can see that the light is still damaged. That light is still not coming down. There are
Okay.
2 lights on warning lights, you know, on the wings, and there is a light in the front of the ship. The ship begins to position itself to try and see the ground, which is kind of like positioned like pointing towards the ground now.
All right. I immediately pick up any sort of like space rock that I can and toss it in the air, shoot the space rock in attempting to have the space rock hit the windshield.
Okay.
I want it to look like it's getting hit by an asteroid. Because I know I can't huck one at like 100 miles an hour or some shit.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make another scrap roll here for me, Barry.
Yeah. Position.
Risky.
Okay.
Effect will be limited.
Yeah.
This is a
I'm
trick
trying
shot.
as many. Okay, yeah. It's like this one. I'm trying something weird because I want him to think it's not us.
Okay.
Desperately. That is a crit.
Jesus H.
Yep.
I will add a gambit back. Holy crap.
Barry,
Wow.
you shoot your shot, and the rock connects with the other light. The ship actually begins to spin a bit, and you realize that there are some sparks that are happening, maybe where the damage took place from the other ship making contact. It hit part of the rear of the ship, and you can see that one of the thrusters is also damaged. This ship starts to veer off towards the right, and it looks like it's headed towards the surface of the moon.
What I just want to paint a picture here. Like what you see is like I'm getting ready to book because I don't know what else we can do. I run over to Vertigo. I see the fucking mayo on the ground.
And the mayo on me.
And the mayo on you. And I reach out to grab your wrist and
We must leave.
and then I hear that happen and I turn around.
You see
Never mind.
dust start to shoot up from the ground, maybe 200 meters away or so.
Yeah. I just say never mind.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
After you.
We join the other group.
Well played shot, sir.
Thank you.
I helped.
As Code and Eden, you head through the other airlock here.
I do have to admit, I don't like how smooth this is going for a syndicate.
As you open this airlock, you can see the equivalent of a small industrial-looking kind of city. There's it's very small. So when I say city, I mean it's probably the size of a little bit bigger than, I would say, maybe like 2 to 3 football fields, something like that together. There's buildings that are very, very industrial looking. There's not a lot of aesthetics here. This looks like this would have been some kind of equivalent to maybe a mining area here on the moon. There's titanium. There's a few other elements that were probably harvested here on the moon when humanity colonized it. This is probably one of those kinds of places. It's very old looking. There are streets. There are lights, like street lights, all about. And you can see that it is pretty run down looking.
Do we see anybody walking around? Like any people, any motion?
Let's find out. No, there are no people walking around.
Alright. Okay. I think we're in the, maybe not the living quarters area, but I didn't expect this.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
Yeah. Should we make our way to the main area? Looks like there's a little bit of a city type.
Looking around, are there any buildings or any areas that stand out in particular?
There is, so since this is a dome, the area where you came in is near the edge of the dome. The buildings here are much shorter, and as the as as you go inwards towards the center of the dome, the buildings are larger, obviously, because there's more space. So in the center of the dome, you see one of the largest buildings. There are lights sort of sporadically throughout this city, and I imagine that you would see there is a little bit of like air traffic. There's some like grav vehicles moving about. Looks like they're headed towards the central building. I would say it goes about. We're not talking like a giant skyscraper. It would be like on the smaller side of a skyscraper, you know. But it is the closest thing to a skyscraper here. I imagine that the center of the dome is probably at most 10 to 15 stories, something like that.
Before we go on, I'm gonna go ahead and reach into my bag. I have an outfit that I keep in there, and I'm just gonna grab this little hooded part and try to attach it and kind of cover my hair up.
Okay.
So let's move in.
You have like one of those Mission Impossible face mask things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's kind of stick to the side areas and not just walk out here. Once we get to the center of this, if there's people in commotion, let's look and see who's around. If it's just humans, we're gonna have a hard time. Well, I'm going to have a hard time. I'll just probably sink into my outfit a little bit more. Maybe even put on a smart glass or something. But, what do you think they'd keep her?
Honestly, if they're as serious as it seems, maybe that really big building? See that?
I don't think so. Yeah, miss it. At this time, my drone will like crawl off the back of my leg and attach to my back, and we'll move together as a unit. Oh, let's just make our way there. You'll have an easier time blending in than me. All right.
I have teal hair.
There are scattered vehicles around. They look like Rover-esque. You know, they have that kind of probably sort of squat appearance. They've got like that like off-road kind of look to them, you know?
Wait a minute. Did you bring your comms with your long-distance comms?
My communicator? Yeah.
Yes. Should we check in?
We could try.
You're supposed to say no.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Alright, I checked with the crew, so I passed that one. Let's go. And then I'll just keep moving. I'm trying to keep up with these customs.
Okay. Do you stay on the street?
Oh, heck no. I'm dashing from shadow to shadow, personally. But not like, I don't want to look super suspicious by going like, you know, just kind of like sticking to the, just not out in the open.
Skulk rolls.
Kind of like head, yeah. Have my head down and hands in pocket.
Position
I got 1
is
point.
risky.
Let's go.
Effect is let's say limited.
What's the 6?
4.
Okay. You make your way as best as you can through shadows, sticking close to buildings here and there. There are street lights every 20 feet or so, and you do your best to try and avoid them. From what you can tell as you move along, this again appears to be a bunch of different residences. You can see the equivalent of some old like eateries. You know, there's like a few quick like takeout kind of places that are here. There's a few signs that these are like residences, but there's a lot of these places seem to be hollowed out. You don't see any lights really or anything lit up in a lot of these buildings. But as you make your way closer to the center of the dome, you do start to see some lights here and there. And you can see that some of these buildings are definitely occupied. There are several of various sizes that you can see, and you do start to smell the smell of like food.
Oh no, hopefully Vertigo doesn't get over here, huh?
Yeah, so what does it look like? I'm gonna be, since I rolled a higher skulk roll, I'm gonna be like flat up against the wall and just like kind of communicating from the shadows. You study the landscape, see who's out there. You can see any Titanites, or they're all human. Or anyone at all.
Looking around, do I notice anybody who is possibly Titanite or anything other than human?
Make a study roll. If you would like to help, you can code. Otherwise, this will be just a plain old study roll. This will be controlled position. The effect will be limited.
5.
Not that you can tell. There's not too many people around. But you definitely do see that there appear to be several people with guns. They are kind of chilling, like sitting down at a what appears to be just like a table that's been sort of roughly put together. There's about 5 of them, and they have weapons like on the table. A few of them have weapons like strapped to their hips or their backs. Looks like some like blasters or whatnot. But you don't see any Titanites or anything.
Do any of them have any of the sword weapons that are similar to what we saw in the video?
I don't think with the 5 you can tell.
No? Okay. That table over there. See that group? Let's avoid them, yeah?
Yeah, if we can't avoid anything and anything at all, you know what we have to do.
Talk to them politely?
No. Talking
I mean,
takes
that's
time.
quite a few people.
No, I'm not saying we go up there and just touch them all on the back of the neck and wish them a happy day. If it comes down to something, if we bump into someone, use your assets, and then make sure they don't remember. Remember? Last time the delivery service showed up, it was quite the thing.
Yeah, but that was one person.
No, I'm just saying, if it comes down to it, we'll avoid them, but if we bump into 1 or 2, we can survive, hopefully. Alright, let's go. What's the better course? I'm going to study the area to see if there's any sort of better ways of just going around them. Maybe construction bits on the ground or something we can hide behind and make our way past this area.
Sure. There's some like dumpster type things about that are kind of like overflowing with trash. There are vehicles that are about. There's a few that are like trying to imagine what the equivalent of a lunar motorcycle would be like. It would have to be pretty squat to the ground. It's long and heavy looking.
Okay.
You know, like if you've ever seen any of those, like the world record speed breaking type motorcycles. You know, they kind of look like giant rockets, basically. It'd be that, like very low to the ground, long wheel span, and heavy looking.
All right. How far away are we from the central building? Walking distance or travel distance? Besides walking.
I mean, it's the whole dome isn't that huge. I mean, you know.
It's like 3 football fields.
Yeah, it's about 3 football fields, right? So I mean, the whole thing's pretty walkable, but it's, you know, if you want to get there fast, there's vehicles.
Okay.
It's probably the equivalent of like, I don't know how many blocks like in New York City, but probably like 4 or 5 blocks. You know, in any direction.
And probably get into one of these over there. And, I don't know. I never really worked with this tech before. It'll take us longer, but we can get there by foot. Might be a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Alright, we're just going to have to take the long way around. And while we're going, I'm going to be stopping periodically to look to see if there's any cameras or anything pointing our direction.
Okay.
And trying to avoid major spotlights.
Skulk rolls. Risky position. The effect will be standard. Okay.
Okay. Resistance? Not me.
Would you like to resist the consequences here, Eden? Or would you care for a devil's bargain, maybe?
What kind of bargain are we talking?
Well, you'd make this a desperate roll. And I imagine that if you take the desperate roll, if you take the devil's bargain here, I'm going to say that it's going to cost you.
That's so ambiguous. That doesn't help.
Suddenly devil's bargains have not become fun anymore.
It'll cost you. Your mom's gonna die.
Right.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'll just say I kind of get over excited and anxious, and I kind of break away from you a little bit faster than I anticipated.
I'm gonna take the consequence.
Okay. Code. You break away from Eden as Eden is sneaking around the same dumpster that you do. You realize that you accidentally managed to knock something out of the dumpster, and Eden, you trip over it. Code. As you're running, you hear Eden stumble behind you, and you hear the sounds of these people. What was that? Did you hear that? I heard something.
Okay, this time, yeah.
Go on.
I'm gonna say, "Are you okay?" in comms.
Sure. I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, you said we heard them?
What's that?
You said we heard them saying
I did,
stuff?
yes.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my kinetics to move myself forward very, 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 very quickly.
Okay. You have to push yourself to do that, yes?
I do, but I can expend with my warded skill, my special armor to resist the consequences of away attack or artific use, or push myself when using mystic powers.
Okay.
Wait, does that break your armor?
No, it's just my special.
Uses one special that she has.
And I'm gonna try to move myself to a different position.
You see Eden fly past you, running like in Phantom Menace. She takes off, running at a ridiculous clip right past you, Code.
Shit! What about me? I'm kind of back there behind the dumpster. I'm like, crap!
Can I grab him on my round?
Sure,
His
but
arm
you
might
have.
break.
I will say yes, and I need you to make a roll for that. Let's see. What shall we make you roll? Scramble.
I can share my drawing.
Can I argue that since I'm using my kinetics, that possibly it would be attuned, considering it is my specialty?
I don't think so. The fact that you're getting away from this situation is enough. You have to make a roll to see if you grab an actual person.
If she fails, she just misses me, right? Okay, good.
What is my position? I got one in this, man.
Let's hear one. Now, I can help with this by extending...
Would you like to help?
Oh my god.
You also have some gambits if you guys would like to use those.
You got some gambits.
I was thinking about it. Are we okay with me using one of them? We just got a six back.
We got 4 now, so
Didn't we get one back?
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
that
We got
was the
4
back.
now.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh. You
You've
guys
been
spent
spending
a
the
lot.
shit out of them out there.
Yeah, they were.
Nah, fuck it. I'm not using a gambit.
Okay.
No, please do. Please do.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay.
We got him.
Eden, this is Louise. Good luck. Please use all available tools at your disposal. Over.
What position is this, Whack?
This will be risky. No, this is desperate.
Figure.
The effect is standard.
Okay, and I'm gonna use that gambit, so please mark that off. Code, are you assisting, or are you just sitting pretty? It's okay if not.
I can follow your speed, and I'm just taking off bounds.
4.
Okay. Code, I think you're gonna take 1 harm here. As you're just like pulled by this ridiculously fast-moving person. Your arm is just grabbed, and it's like getting wrenched as you're yanked off of your feet.
Okay, I'm gonna get whiplash from this.
Whiplash is a bit severe. It's probably not that bad, but it definitely
Maybe like
you definitely got hurt.
Okay.
You're a little
bruises. Okay, bruises. Maybe. What would be a tier 1 harm?
You could say maybe a sprain or something.
Okay, sprained finger. That sucks.
I grabbed you just by your finger.
Oh god, my finger's
Like a little kid. Yoink.
I won't scream out. I'll just be like the whole time.
You also definitely heard as you left. We've got intruders!
Shit.
Yeah, my plan would have been better. Oh,
Yanked off your feet, you continue towards the central building. Meanwhile, the other group. What are you doing now that you have caused all this mass havoc outside?
Well,
sir,
Yeah,
I think we may have created a distraction.
we might have.
If they come out here and search this, they'll find the Molly, sir.
Will they?
I look and see like rough visibility, like without, because we're on the dark side of the moon. So if they don't know where to look,
Make a fortune roll.
how? Okay, fortune roll. Yeah. How many dice?
2.
2. Okay.
Get a couple
A 4 and a
advantages
6.
because of your position. Yeah.
Fair
It's
enough.
covered up pretty well by the dust. If you were looking from up above, it would be pretty hard to see. On the ground, it's a lot easier to see.
Okay, makes sense.
You know, if they don't walk out here, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. We might be all right. What we should do is make sure that they ain't gonna talk.
And I begin to walk toward the spot where they crashed, motioning for both of them to follow me. Blaster out.
You're heading to the spot where the ships crashed.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
pick up my jar of mayo on the way.
Yeah, leaving evidence would be a bad call. That's a good
It's all
plan.
crunchy and frozen.
Yeah, pick up your mayo. Shit. All right. Now, there's a first rule. It's, what was it? There's 2 rules my mom always told me. It was cardio and double tap. I think those were the ones. So, we're on the double tap rule. That's not fits. That's making sure they don't get up after. You know what? Okay.
And I go in and...
As we're walking, rather than kill them, sir,
Yeah.
Vertigo,
Hmm?
do you have some sort of something
Oh,
you brought
drugs.
with you?
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
Knock them out.
to their air supply.
Oh.
I can do all manner of different things to them. I can blow them up. I can kill them. I can incapacitate them.
Yes,
I can-
more like that.
Yeah.
Let
That
them
one.
experience euphoric highs.
That's great.
Yeah.
Euphoric high and then pass out? Is that possible?
We need them out of our hair for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe longer if possible.
yes. Longer is more doable.
Perfect.
Very well. You have something for that?
Up ahead, you can see somebody getting out of a canopy.
All right. He's getting out of the canopy.
How far?
30 feet.
Okay.
Doc, you want to try something silly? All right. Get your drugs ready.
I'd love to propose a group action, which I don't know if we've ever done.
I've never even heard of that. What is this?
Basically, we all do a thing, and we all deal with the consequences as such. My thought process here is the 2 of us who are better at scrapping, taking an arm each and throwing her at person getting out of canopy so she can...
Holy shit!
Do it.
So we use her as a living
She's ammunition
missile.
and we're the gun.
So the way that this works is each of you that are involved make an action roll using the same action, and the team counts the single best result as the overall effort for everyone who rolled. However, the character that is leading the group action takes 1 stress for each of you that rolled 1 to 3 as their best result. So you take a stress for
I love
everybody
this.
that fails.
I love this. Oh, for every fail. Okay.
Yep.
But if we all succeed, no stress.
No stress.
Right.
Got it. As the as the proposer of this, I am more than happy to. I want this to be as weird and wonderful as possible, so I will take this.
Okay.
So what do we roll?
This is a scrap roll, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
thinking.
Okay.
Oh,
I will also make this extra juicy.
Please.
So, yes, and I'm going to use my ability. I'm a doctor, not an assassin. And push myself to use my doctor roll instead of scrap.
Okay. Absolutely. And this is going to be a risky roll. The position is risky. The effect is standard.
Okay, and 2 bonus die. Right? No, everyone's rolling for themselves.
Yeah, everybody's rolling for themselves. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm counting. Since Barry proposed this, I was counting Barry as the person in charge here.
Correct. Yep. That was my assumption as well.
So how many pips do you have in Doctor?
3.
Okay. So the chances of you taking stress are not high.
Exactly. That's why I'm okay with this.
Okay.
And even then, I would
Risky.
still be okay with it.
Standard.
No bonus.
There we go. All right, I'll roll my scrap first.
I'm not gonna, but I was just like, is this a trick shot whack?
There's a 6 from me. A 6 from
me.
Yeah.
And a 6!
Very nice. All right. So this is still just
Here we
1
go.
6. This is still just 1. It's not a crit. But it does succeed. You each grab an arm of this like wobbly looking pilot that's moving around in this spacesuit and helmet.
Throwing me.
We're throwing her at
Throwing
the
her.
pilot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
she's a missile.
Yeah.
She's a needle missile.
Yeah. They like they're like moving around. They look like they probably have retched in their helmet because of the spinning from the ship. And then they like turn around, and then it's just like Vertigo flying in there with a needle, and you just jab it through their spacesuit into their chest. They look down and fall over as your momentum knocks them onto the ground. They're like holding their chest and the needle, and they like look up at you. You look through the visor, and you see the face of Ray Brell.
Oh, get out of here! Fucking Ray again! No! Ray, why?
I'm sorry, Ray.
Man, karma's got to come back for this guy. He's gonna win the fucking space lottery or something. 'Cause this dude's
Ray's
just
eyes
getting
flutter,
eaten
and
up.
then he just passes out.
One of us just has to marry him at this point.
I believe we know this individual.
What? Oh God, it better not be my sister. I swear to the stars. What?
It's Ray.
What a dipshit! Oh God!
I'm very glad we chose not to kill him. This man
Oh no,
has
that would have been
suffered
too fair. Oh
any man
God.
I've ever encountered. He still has hell to look forward to. Well,
And
right,
I
there's one
lean
more.
down and I look for any sort of like credentials or passes, badges, whatever.
Yeah,
if he
I
has
don't
anything like that.
Yeah, I
on
don't
him.
think there's anything there. It's just
Okay.
pretty much a spacesuit and a helmet, like pretty bare bones.
Okay.
But I'll tell you
How's
what, make
his
a
ship? Is
make
his
a,
ship
make
wrecked?
make a study
Oh.
roll, and we'll see if you find anything.
Oh, good. Let me make a study roll. I have -2 in that due to my kung fu chip, so that's gonna be 0 dice for that.
This is a controlled
what is
roll.
the
The effect
position?
is limited. So controlled and
Controlled,
limited.
limited. Okay. Oops. Oh shit! Sorry, hold on. I forgot to -2 dice. Okay.
I'd say if you take it as the -2, it'd be a 1 there.
Limited.
Yeah, you don't have to roll it. It's just it would be the 1 there. Yeah.
Because it
nothing.
takes the least of the 2, yeah.
That's what happens when you do -2, by the way.
You get nothing. You
I
disappear.
did -2 rather than 0, like an idiot. Okay. You want to just take it as a 1?
Yeah, it's just the 1. Yeah,
Okay, that's
I
fine.
don't find anything.
Okay.
I put some drugs into his outer pocket as a consolation prize.
Yeah, that's gonna pin it on him. They're all gonna think it's his fault. Yes! Oh, baby! No, that's good. You did good. You did great.
I was doing this out of pity, but okay.
It'll help. Maybe. Sure. Yeah, let's take it that way. Yeah. All right.
I don't know if we did him a favor by not killing him.
Yeah, about that.
This is a moral conundrum that I've never come across before, sir.
And now you get to learn how to deal with that. I usually internalize it, shove it down, and then wait until I die. Let's see.
I'm looking around to see if I can see where the other pilot that was thrown by Peace went.
Give me a study roll.
Yeah. Position
the answer
effect.
is orbit.
I hope so.
Position is controlled. The effect is limited.
Okay. 6.
Jesus, nice.
You have the general idea of where they were, and that's a difficult thing to keep track of based on all the action that was happening. Yeah, it was probably pretty far from here.
That's basically, it's a threat assessment.
Yeah.
Is what I'm doing. Do we need to go and try to find them and take care of them?
Probably
if I
a
can
few
tell,
100 feet at least if you want to go and investigate. You have the general idea for where they are.
How is Ray's ship? I know the one is incapacitated, but is Ray's ship still drivable?
Thruster damage from me specifically, and also getting rammed.
You get the impression that neither are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on the other pilot he threw. I got a rough idea where he went. Just a few hundred feet.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, that'd be good, just in case. Peace, you want to keep an eye out, make sure there's no other ships, or do you want to come with us and then we can hightail it to the dome after?
I'm going to try. Oh,
I think I may try to piece together one working ship from 2 broken ones.
You want me to do? I have the skill set for that. If you want to swap with me, I can work on that while you check on the other guy. I can point where you go.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, right over there, about 300 feet in that direction. I have no idea the cardinal directions of the moon.
And then I
endeavor to find him. Would you like to accompany me, Vertigo?
Yes.
if she holds out her hand, I take it.
All right.
We hold hands and run.
We hold hands and walk. I thought we were shaking. Okay, we're holding hands and we're going. We're skipping down the moon.
I think that Vertigo is, and you're not. You're probably like a bit heavier, so you're probably just walking.
Yes, I make the motions.
Okay.
All
Very
right.
well.
If you find him, great. If you don't, I mean, he probably bounced your way. Look and see. If you see tracks walking back to the dome, that would be a bad sign as well. They might be trying to report it. I'd say run after him if you can. Otherwise, any goal on the ship fixing?
I've got a stun weapon, sir.
Beautiful. What do you want me? You want me to get working ship? What for? What's the goal?
Just in case they need the signature from the ship to enter the building. I was thinking maybe we use it as a Trojan horse of some sort.
I got you. All right. Beauty. Just basic thrusters. Don't need any orbit. Okay. Yeah.
And I begin to work trying to get the lesser of the two's damage fixed for basic impulse.
Peace.
Okay.
What is a horse?
A horse is an earth mammal of quadrupedal, about, and I hold up my hand, about, the head sits about that tall. It has a long sloping back, and for thousands of years, humans have used them as beasts of burden to carry them and or their goods upon their back.
Okay.
I did have a question for you of a different nature.
Yes?
How do you personally, in the face of dangers, sometimes horrors, sometimes life-threatening situations, how do you remain so optimistic and, dare I say, bubbly?
Oh. Well, I was trained to be this way. I have graduated from an academy, and it is in my field absolutely necessary that I remain in control of my faculties.
So it is a form of control. It is not perfunctory, meaning you have to tell yourself to remain in control. Is that right?
I think it comes to me as naturally as breathing.
Oh. Do you think I could learn this?
Would you like me to teach you?
I would be delighted if you would. Not now, of course, but when we have time, and we're not being searched for or shot at.
Okay. You will need to help me acquire more mayo, however.
That I can do. We can even figure out how to make mayo from scratch.
You can make mayo?
Oh yes. Mayo is not the core of its... It doesn't grow. Mayo is like a meal. You mix in different ingredients and you create mayo.
Yes, I would like to make mayo with you.
I think that's a fair trade. Shake on it?
Yes. Kind of holding your hand and just shaking it.
I thought as much. Alright, do we see anything, Wack?
Yes, you do. You see a person sort of holding their side and stumbling up from the ground.
Can I tell how they are doing at a glance as a doctor?
Sure. Make a doctor roll.
Okay. Position?
I think controlled, the effect will be limited.
6.
They definitely appear hurt. I don't know if you know specifically, but they are holding their side. Maybe a rib injury.
I suspect the human up ahead has injured their rib. They will not be able to run at any great haste if we pursue them.
I'm wondering what we should do with them. Do we leave them? Do we tie them up somehow? Incapacitate them? I'm not sure if you have any more of that drug that you gave to Ray.
I do. If we need to interrogate them, then we can apply pressure to the rib.
I'd rather not go the torture route, but we can threaten torture.
Okay.
I walk up to him with my blaster out.
They're sort of unaware of your presence. They're trying to walk towards the dome.
I throw the mayo bottle at the back of their head.
Okay.
I'm
you don't have to.
fucking, that was dumb to put you behind me.
You don't have to make a roll, because they're not looking
just
at
to
you.
get their attention.
Yeah, you hit them with the mayo bottle. It just kind of like tumbles about through the air, makes a slow descent, and clonk, hits them in the back of the head. They hold a hand up and turn around swiftly.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm dreadfully lost. Can you tell me who owns this space and how many there are inside?
They're looking around as if they're trying to find a pistol or something. And they just hold hands up.
Their communications might be disabled.
Oh, that is actually
A fairly decent, like, mechanical question. Like, how do I speak? Can I speak to him or not?
So communicators, I would imagine, have a frequency, just like you would have like on a walkie-talkie or something along those lines for local communications, long-distance communications. So you need
like
to,
it's like a CB radio
Yeah.
and the like the 1.9 channel, like that's where you go for the public channel.
Yeah, so you need to
Okay.
probably change whatever frequency you're on to see
So
if
I
you can
tap
communicate.
my communicator on the side of my suit.
The shrug.
And I just look at him. And I make the motion for whatever channel it is, like 1012 or whatever it is.
They nod and they start pushing the side of their helmet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, who is this?
It's not important right now for you. What is important for you is to tell me whose base this is and how many people are stationed here.
You know whose base this is, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Forgive me. I want to hear you say it.
You need a roll.
Okay.
I'm going to help.
Okay.
Okay. I'm guessing this is command.
Yep.
Okay, that's my low one, but
You get a bonus die for pointing a weapon at them, and a bonus die from Vertigo.
cool. Position.
Risky.
Okay.
Effect will be limited.
Okay. How many gambits we got?
We have 4.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I will use, let's see, 2 bonus dice, and then if I use the gambit, I'll get 3 bonus dice.
Yep.
It's probably useful information. I'll use a gambit. All right. Let's go. A 6. We got 1 6.
I help by throwing another mayo jar at their rib.
Why did you do that?
Just driving our point home. You'd be surprised at how many jars of mayonnaise that this one carries with her at all times.
Mayonnaise?
It's a staggering amount.
Why?
I believe you are in no position to be asking questions. This says you answer the questions. So,
Fine.
your turn.
The base belongs to the Immortal Syndicate. As far as the numbers, I don't know. I don't have any sort of roster. Just live here. We work out of here.
Will be fine.
What did you say?
A rough estimate would be fine.
I don't know. There's a
More
few
than
hundred
20.
people that live here.
I'm sorry, did you say a few hundred?
How many of those are, let's say, dues-paying members of the Syndicate?
I don't know.
Are you?
I belong to the Syndicate, yes. And if anything happens to me, you can be sure that they will come after you. The Immortal Syndicate never lets anyone die alone.
Out of curiosity, how long has Ray been working for you?
Who?
Ray.
Repeating the name
other
doesn't
person.
mean anything to me.
Really? Well, how long has that person been here?
Which person?
The person you came out with.
Ray? They weren't going
I
by
said
Ray.
How do you know him?
Well, he was calling himself Ace. Said he was one of the best pilots around.
or tell me what I want to know, you have my promise that I won't blast you and throw you out into space. Is
Forgive me, Zeke forgot the name.
Dr. Aquarius.
Peacekeeper, that's the other one. Okay.
are either Peacekeeper or Dr. Aquarius on the premises?
They seem a bit shocked. Like they actually take a step back as you say that.
How do you know that? How do you know them?
Again, answers, not questions.
I threateningly lift up a jar of mayo.
Make another command roll.
I'll
Tell
help
me I
you.
get a bonus dice for the mayo.
Risky position. If you'd like
I'm
to
helping
help.
you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Risky.
Yep.
Effect.
Risky. The effect will be standard.
Okay. One bonus dice. And we have 3 gambits. Jesus. We're using them up like crazy. But we keep getting more like. Anybody have any objection?
Do
No
it.
objections. No
Okay.
objections.
All right, I'll use a gambit then. So we'll be down to 2.
2 bonus die.
6.
You didn't hear it from me.
No.
No, I didn't.
Peacekeeper and Dr. Aquarius. They recently arrived. Security should be increased. Some of our best people. Peacekeeper's got a special interest in the prisoner.
Thank you for your cooperation. Doctor, if you will.
I stab him with the go to sleep.
They pass out shortly thereafter.
I can just hear she was like I could hear her fumbling with it the whole time. Like, do I get to stab him with this? When do I get to stab him? Stabby time? Is it stab time? Wee! Stab time! Boom!
We switch
Yes.
one more time to Code and Eden. Making your way towards the central building at a break finger pace, you start to see increased activity, increased amounts of vehicles and security. And you start to slow down, Eden. You start to feel yourself get winded.
Are you okay?
I'm just gonna say yes. Okay?
Okay, good.
Not feeling my fingers is, they're still there. You put us here. This is not good.
Huh?
Look around, and I, try to back into a corner, or shadow.
I'll follow suit.
As you do, you see that there is a convoy that arrives in front of the building of grab vehicles. They land in a spot nearby. Several guards are moving around. You can see people in armor, and the armor looks very similar to the people that assaulted the station. Weapons. This is a pretty heavy-looking guard. Emerging from one of the vehicles, you see a person emerge, flanked by more guards, wearing black leather and a sort of, how shall I describe this? A familiar looking weapon at their side. I'm going to ask you to do a group action here and make a study roll. Who wants to be in charge of this study roll?
I mean, I think Eden's gonna have more emotional attachment to this than I will.
So much stress.
Oh.
Sure.
I mean, I could do it.
All of my things cause stress.
I'll do it with the drone. Up high.
Still a study roll.
Yeah, of course. I was just putting it in high.
Sure. You want to do it? Do you want to be in charge here, Code?
I mean, it looks like I have to.
You both make the roll, but if somebody fails, you take a stress for that failure.
Okay. Alright.
I got 3.
Okay. So, both go ahead and roll study. The position will be risky. The effect will be standard.
5.
Awesome. 5.
You get the barest look at this person emerging from the vehicle. They look a little bit like Eden. And that is where we're going to end the episode today.
What the fuck? Oh my god, dude.
It's got chill bumps. Oh my gosh. Oh shit.
We have to kill her. There's no alternative.
Oh shit. What if you're the failed project and she's not?
Why would you say that?
A failure?
Well, I mean, no. I didn't mean like that.
I meant as in like for them, like whatever they were working on this whole time. Oh, that's how they gotta go. Oh, so many theories, dude. Oh, that's so good, Whack. Oh my god, like why would she come? Well, she thinks her daughter's there. Oh god.
Good session, everybody.
And you left. That explains that's so good, Whack. My god, dude. Now explains why people weren't looking for us. Like, what the oh my god, it's so fucking good.
Good session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today.
What did you do to my character, Whack?
Shit.
Good session.
I think we call this episode, The Great Mayostery.
Jeez Louise.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. As always, we appreciate you being here. We've got some end of session stuff to go around and do. We've also got some shout outs to do. If you haven't done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces to go follow them in all of the places. If you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes, support these lovely people. Even if you don't have a Prime Gaming sub, just throw some money at them because they deserve it. They're fantastic role players and fantastic people. Go do it. If you want to help Tablestory out, make sure you're following us here on Twitch, Tablestory here, Tablestory on YouTube, at a Tablestory on Twitter for however long that lasts, and Tablestory over on Hive Social as well. We'll be starting posting up there. And if you want to help us out in a monetary way, check out our Patreon, which is tablestory.tv/pledge. We'll also be doing a shill show probably soon, because goddamn, we need some money. But if you like what we do, we'd love the support in any way that you can manage, money or not. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs to wrap things up and have people do end of session stuff. Why don't we start off today with Faye?
Hello, I'm Faye Lynn. I played Eden for y'all today, and it was a really fun session. I really just loved watching you guys go wild during your section, and always getting to do crazy shit with Frank and RP is fun too. So it was a fun one today, I think. You can find me on Twitch as Faye Lynn, same thing on Twitter, Hive, Instagram, all the things, just Phelan. Phaelin. I do voiceover for video games. I also do roleplay in Red Dead Redemption 2. I play a lot of other stuff as well on my channel, so I'd love to have you on over there. Make sure you go ahead and follow Tablestory. Wonderful place, wonderful shows. I always binge the shows when I'm like doing makeup and stuff, and I always end up getting late because I'm binging. So, that being said, let's go ahead. We'll do end of session stuff. You addressed a tough challenge with wisdom or the way. I literally neumed us, so yep. I would say that's 1 XP.
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't think I did anything else with that, so just 1. Mm-hmm. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I don't think so, unless we're counting that there's 2 of me right now. I don't really think that would apply. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I would figure not. Yeah. You struggled with issues with your vice or traumas during this session. I would say no. So I think just the 1 experience for the episode.
Yep.
I also did get
desperate.
I got 1 desperate. Yeah. I already plopped that in. It was into prowess for the scramble roll that I did. That's me.
Thank you so much, Faye. Zeke?
Yo! What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to each and every one of my table mates for joining me, and the GM for, putting forth this journey, and I appreciate it. My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at or / Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and Ezekiel the Third all spelled out on Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to catch me, I stream all kinds of different video games. I'm in the middle of High on Life, that Justin Roiland from Rick and Morty fame. He made another game, and I'm playing it tomorrow. And if you want to join us tomorrow, we're starting the day off with a fucking movie, an entire movie that you can watch in the game called Tammy and the T-Rex, starring no shit Paul Walker and Denise Richards. So that's gonna be a treat.
What?
I know. The fuck? You turn on someone's watching TV in your apartment or in your home base, and you can sit on the couch with them and watch the entire fucking thing with commercials.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the first hour and a half of the day, that's what we're doing tomorrow. And then the rest we're playing. So that's it. End of session stuff. Let's do this. So I marked down my desperates as I get them. And I got enough in prowess finally to level up something, and I took the 3rd pip in scrap. So now when I roll, if I have the Kung Fu chip in, I get 4 dice, baby.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna be an ass kicker, hopefully.
I think there's more effective.
So I did the desperate rolls.
Ass, but whatever.
Let's see. You address a tough challenge with deception or influence. Well, influence.
For sure.
With a gun.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Let's see. Any other deception or influence? No, I think that was the only time I really talked to people, and used that kind of shit. So that's 1 there. Beliefs, drive, heritage, or background. No, I don't think so.
So I'll actually give you one here because you did express to Vertigo that you'd prefer not to torture or,
Oh
or
shit!
kill these people.
Yeah. And also how she handles optimism.
Yeah, because I do think that is important for peace.
Cool. All right. I'll take a point for that. And you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I hate the word struggle because did I struggle with it? No, but did I display it?
Do you feel like you were reckless?
Yes. When I fucking jumped on that ship and ripped the canopy up.
I will definitely give you one for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It's just the language of struggle. But yeah. So the 3, I'll take it.
Yep. Okay.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Dan.
Hello. It is I, Domestic Dan. I do all the things on the internet, and you can find me at Domestic Dan everywhere. I'll be stomping aliens in a different space thing later, but I guess I didn't stomp any aliens here, so we're okay there. Callisto Protocol, that's the thing. But in terms of end of session, we have Molly. I'll start with. We have not successfully extracted anyone or done a bounty thing. Contend with challenges above our current station.
So I gave you credit for this last time. But I will also give you one for this.
Okay. Okie dokie. Bolster our crew's rep or develop a new one.
No.
Okay. And then goals, drives, inner conflict, essential nature of the crew.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. So just an XP for good old Molly. And then for Barry, I've marked the desperate actions. Had him kind of spread out between prowess and insight. And it did get me one more pip in scrap. So I got 2 now. Is very helpful. It will be very helpful. Let's see. Addressed a tough challenge with speed or flair. I think I did a little bit of that today.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Definitely.
Maybe.
I'll give you 2.
Okay. Very nice. I was thinking maybe at the very least throwing Vertigo at somebody.
Good Lord. I can't believe honestly, like, looking back, like, maybe it's because I was thinking I was reckless. Like, I can't believe I didn't object to that at all.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Totally fine.
He just nodded at me. He's like, yep. And I was like, oh, thrower? Sure. Just non-verbally.
Turned off my lights somehow, so that's fine. I'm nice and shadowed on the dark side of the moon. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I might say maybe a little bit, because Barry was very willing to just go and kill both of those people. Double tap rule. You do not leave people that can cause a problem later.
Yeah, I'll give you one.
That was weird to hear. Like, you're just like, let's go kill him, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
It's for the crew. You keep them alive by not causing more problems.
Laura was like, okay.
I mean, he did kill a guy right in, like, what was it, first episode?
He did just kind of shrug that one off.
Yeah, he kind of shrugged. He was like, eh.
All right.
You struggle with your issues or vice or trauma? No. Nothing there. There was no luxury problems here. But that's me. That's all I got.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wack. Thank you, everybody.
I wanted there to be a flashback to someone telling you about double tapping and how important
I was hoping.
it is.
I mean, that's fair. Maybe we'll have one later when it pops. That's a good point. I did note that Mama told me, but we haven't interacted with Mama yet, so I'll tuck that away and make a note.
She sound like this.
It's Mama. Yeah, Mama Hendrix here.
Come here, baby. Let me show you how to double tap.
Frank.
Sorry, I've been sitting here like in a daze. This is fucking wild, dude. I love good stories when they come around. There was so many loose ends, and then it just got all tied up like tubes. That was not as good as I thought it was going to be.
No, I got it. It was just rough.
Okay. All right. I was thinking more of like Eden and the project and
Eden has her tubes tied?
Yeah.
No, not yours, but whatever. It failed. Anyway, hi, I'm Tech. I exist on the fucking internet. Find me on Hive, Twitter. We don't know what the hell's going on with that anymore. I'm just gonna start building on Hive. Hopefully they got their stuff figured out. So go follow me on that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's cool. Been playing a lot of Dark and Darker. The game is super good. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, don't be afraid of it. It's not like Tarkov. Everyone keeps saying it. It has mechanics like it, but it's not that anxiety rush. But it's really, really fun. And there's a clip of me on my first run. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But anyway, other than that, you can find me on twitch.tv/technique. No U, no E at the end, just a Q, just like you would normally spell it. I do voice acting, play lots of different video games, and stream entirely too much. So if you need a place to chill, I'm probably going to be online. I'll be gone for a long time until the 28th due to holiday stuff, and my vacation for my whole year. I'm actually going to take a vacation. So that'll be that. Okay.
Much deserved.
Thanks. All right, so let's get to the end of session. All right. Desperate actions did not happen. You addressed the tough challenge, technical skill, ingenuity. I would say so. We did a lot.
Yeah, I'd give you
hacking. Ooh. All right. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
I'd agree.
Yeah. Drives, I was thinking, I was like, nah. Code is actually pretty chill today. You struggle. It's just from your vice or trauma during the session. He had a little bit of a session like pop up, but I don't know if it was enough to go the distance. He really wanted to press the buttons, but I think he kind of suppressed it. So yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Who it is?
I like that he says that Frank says, yeah, code was pretty chill today. You know, just a normal day when I take control of 1/4's worth of nuclear warhead. You know,
and give it to some random bioorganic weapon, basically.
Yeah.
Like
guards it like finding a $5 bill on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look.
It's like primitive,
pretty
human
chill day.
stuff. Well, no. The funny thing is, he would have totally kept the remote, but he thought back to peace, saying like, sometimes you got to do this, that, and the other. So he passed it on.
So what'd you say?
To bring up like stress, like he took my advice. Like, can we get a little stress relief for that?
Yes.
Oh, sick. How much stress relief releases that one?
It's just one apiece.
Hey, that works for me.
Yeah, I'm totally doing this for no reason.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, yeah. Fucking crazy ass ending. Don't know how I'm gonna survive. Yeah.
Can't wait for our
We're gonna want to
second
be as stress-free as
trauma.
possible for what's coming up.
Bro, wait, do we know what does she look like Eden? You said look like?
I said
oh
she looked
my God.
She looked a little bit like Eden.
Oh my God, that's so fucking wild.
Waifu battle.
Sister
Oh.
fight.
Thank you, Frank.
Cold. I just feel like
Last but not least,
drone
I demand that you
drones
watch, in preparation, I demand that you watch the Van Damme movie Double Target.
double impact.
you gotta just for the dance alone. That's where the Van Damme dance is from. It's from that movie. Thank you so much, Frank.
And
Stella.
one of my favorite lines in all of cinema: "I never wear black silk underwear."
Yeah.
Stella, what's your feeling on
how's it
black
going,
silk underwear?
What's the point of underwear, you know? Just go commando. Hi, I'm Stella Luna. What's up? How's it going? I'm a
Simpatico.
TTRPG producer and performer. I do stuff like this. You can find all my information across various social media. I am Stella Luna on Twitch and Hive and Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I just want to say thank you to my wonderful cast. Mondays are my favorite, and you make it so special for me. And thank you, Whack, for putting it all together. I love being able to put on a bunch of makeup and then just make a bunch of dumb fucking jokes about mayo and bread and shit. Like, it's a very special place. Anyway, Okay, so I did not do any desperate actions today. However, you addressed a tough challenge with insight or compassion. Yeah.
Which one?
Maybe. I don't think so, honestly.
I mean, you didn't kill them.
You felt really, really confident about that when you're like, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, compared to murdering them, I guess that's compassionate.
Okay, anyway, you expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think I did a little bit because, and I think this actually feeds into the third one of you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. So Peace said, don't do the torture, and Alora did the torture just a tiny bit. And I think that plays into my vicious trauma. Just a little.
So you say no beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, and you say one for vice or traumas?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That'll be a pity XP, sure.
Thanks.
I was gonna grab my lawyer tie for the idea of compassion because you did leave him extra drugs out of your sense of pity for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
sure,
did specifically say that.
2 pity XP.
Yes. I level
It's
up.
another pity XP.
Those are a reach.
You.
Those are a reach.
And listen. Just because her passion does not lie in the conventional, i.e. mayo, does not mean she did not express her passion for mayo and wanting to know how to make it.
Yeah, and listen, she missed last session, so it's technically a pity XP for each session, you know?
Sure.
It's
Sweet. Thank you so much. I level up.
You're welcome. Pity level.
pity level.
I'll take it. I don't care.
Thank you so much. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your GM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. As always, chat, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to my wonderful cast of role players. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Frank, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Next session is a little iffy. I think it's probably a no. It's the day after Christmas. I think a few of us are traveling, doing stuff. So probably going to be a no for next week. So you're going to have to wait 2 weeks to see the conclusion to whatever the hell was going on there this week. But hopefully we'll see you then. Otherwise, I've got another show on Thursdays called Ashes of Eriador, Lord of the Rings inspired homebrew. Using the One Ring system. Make sure you check it out. It's been absolutely fantastic. Wonderful cast there as well. Check it out. Wednesday, we may or may not be having Spellwind. Again, the holidays throwing things off. I think it's probably also a no for Spellwind, but we should see you here for Thursday's Ashes of Eriador. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Bye-bye.